So you have just exited the front doors of Castle Ravenloft. The lot of you stand out in a torrential downpour that's happening in the courtyard, and here you are.
We need to get out of here before our friends in the bag suffocate.
Willie's going to quickly say, we gotta go, and just take off running to cover woods or whatever.
I'm sure Dan was hoping people
So you
would
said
forget
that,
in 2 weeks.
You said that Ghost Whisper guy was just kind of at the door. Did he watch us leave, and he's just chilling at the door, or did he go back in?
Oh, he kind of walked you out of the door, let you all go, and you watched him stab Harmony in the back.
Yep.
Yep, and then the door's closed.
Okay.
Don't forget to...
Yeah, walk it off.
Take people out of the bag of holding.
Rub some dirt on it.
We're not taking them out right in front of the castle. That's a terrible idea. So that's, I would say, as soon as Winley comes outside, she's going to turn to the group and just be like, follow me, and run towards the woods.
Okay. The gates are yonder this way.
Okay.
Are they open?
Yes.
So you said the bridge was pretty treacherous, right?
Sure is.
Uh-oh.
Motherfucker. Okay.
How far from the bridge to river?
To the river?
Like,
Whatever the
to
bridge is
ground.
covering.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000-foot drop to your death.
Ugh.
Dan,
Cool.
Quick-
We'd love that.
quick point of order. I have vision on either Sunny or Jake. I'm not sure which.
Okay.
Me too.
I don't. I want
You can see you can see what I'm seeing.
I can see whenever you move yourself and Sunny forward, I get the bubble moving.
Your line of sight, yeah.
Well, the
This must
bubble.
be
It's not
enjoyable.
that you can see the bubble. It's that they emit light, so you can see the light they're emitting.
Okay,
It was taking away the fog of war, so.
Yeah.
I just checked, and you don't share vision, so I don't know why.
Alright.
But
Move.
Well,
secret advantage.
yeah, I agree. I think we should get out of here. Let's move towards the bridge.
Yeah, I would say Winley will immediately take off 60
Are those
feet.
doors?
Is how far I can go. So
Here, these right here. Yes, these are doors into
Okay,
the.
doors to like the wall.
Yep.
Okay. The castle wall. Okay.
All right. You don't need to measure distance or anything. If you're all just gonna head out, you can.
yeah, I would say Winley's booking it.
Okay. Everybody's walking across the bridge.
I mean, I guess
What
I'll...
is treacherous about the bridge?
The fact that it's a rickety,
It's an old-ass
old bridge in the middle of a torrential downpour, lightning storm, above 1,000-foot fall.
Well, I guess since you started us here, since we're going through the courtyard, can I make a perception check just looking around this rainy courtyard, like to see if there's anything weird or any threatening beasts watching us or something? I don't know.
Does the bridge look like it would be easier to cross if I
Guys,
were,
we should steal his
say, a
wagon.
cat?
No, it actually looks probably more difficult to cross if you're a cat.
We should steal his coach and horses.
Speaking of which, I know I wasn't there, or Harmony wasn't there, but could they see outside of the carriage when they were coming to the castle?
Yes.
Did it cross this bridge?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, and the carriage was fine across the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
What if Winley turned into something larger? Does it look like it would be easier to get across the bridge?
No. It looks like a rickety bridge in a rain/lightning storm.
Well, sure, but animals aren't just like constantly dying when it rains, so
Is
obviously.
there a...
It's worth
I'm
noting.
saying make your own judgment.
Who has 2
Judgment,
thumbs
yeah.
and Featherfall and a bunch of spell slots? This guy. So
Fair enough.
No,
Did I see anything with my perception of 25?
Supposed to do this.
Looking around the courtyard, nothing in particular. You can sort of see looming up on the parapets about 60 feet above you. There are a number of gargoyles kind of leering over, though whether they are just statues or actual gargoyle-like monsters is somewhat unknown. Okay. The castle is simply imposing and creepy looking from outside.
Well, Winley's not going to let them suffocate in the bag of holding. So, what does Featherfall give you? Like, how far? You obviously can't see
It's a
1,000
minute
feet.
of not falling to your death. You'll still fall.
And how?
You fall really slowly.
And how long will it take me to fall a minute, or to fall 1,000 feet?
Let's see. Your descent slows to 60 feet per round, so you'd only fall
Not the whole way.
not far enough.
In fact, the distance that would be remaining at the end of it would still be fatal.
Yeah.
Like more than 500 feet.
I mean, if I just time it right and cast it once you're a certain.
That's true. It does say choose up to falling
What
creatures.
if I turned
Well-
into... Would a fish die falling that distance?
Certainly.
Yes.
It also like the reading of one reaction which you take when you are
confused about Caitlin's understanding of physics.
falls kind of makes it read like.
I mean, you are still in the process of falling.
I guess so. Yeah.
Winley's understanding
Yeah, that's
of physics, yeah.
Hey, listen, I won't fight against
Winley's
you.
just trying to use what she has available to her.
Is anybody attempting to cross the bridge, or are you all just like discussing how not to die crossing?
So
the bridge?
Winley will say, I have to, I got to get the people out of the bag. We can't do it here. I'm going to cross the bridge. If I fall,
I gotcha.
please try to save
I
me.
gotcha.
And then Winley will cross the bridge.
Okay.
already
Ash,
crossed it.
you were able to cross it without any problem.
Athletics
Oh god,
to
it's
cross.
an athletics roll.
I didn't ask for an athletics roll. He just
Oh.
decided to do an athletics roll.
I figured it was appropriate.
You just muscled your way across. I like it.
Man, we really should have had Ash, string a rope across or something.
Who's going next?
Me.
I could do athletics instead.
You were able
if
to cross
want.
without any problem.
Okay, can someone say that they're running a rope across for the...
With a rope. I'm crossing and tying a rope along as I go.
Okay. The bridge is...
If that makes any sort of sense to be able to do so.
The bridge is about 50 feet wide, so
Okay.
you probably need more than one rope just to be able to secure it on both ends.
I have a length of 50-foot length of hempen rope I
I'm
could add to
pretty
the...
sure we all have
I'm pretty sure I have
Okay.
200 feet.
Yeah.
I have plenty of rope.
Okay. Then you are probably able to do so without much issue.
Okay, cool. You now have a rope.
Okay.
All right.
Who's crossing next?
When I... Sorry, just...
I'm going... As the person with Featherfall, I'm going last.
Yeah. When I get across, how far am I from tree cover or something?
About 50 yards.
Okay, I'm going to say to Ash, I'm going
Yeah,
right
go.
into the woods and then run over there and let them out of the bag folding.
Okay.
Sonny will
And
go
we never
across.
saw the three of them again.
So he's able to cross without any issue.
You.
Mina?
Oh yeah, I guess I was
getting
thinking Harmony. Yeah, okay, I'll go
Yeah, I'll cross.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys.
I thought I already saw a Mina roll on there.
I'm not seeing
No,
it.
I haven't rolled
Oh,
anything.
that's for your
That was
perception.
my
for that.
perception.
Mina's able to cross without any issue.
I think he's rolling.
Oh,
Yes.
are you-
Something
he's-
happens
yeah.
because I didn't
Oh,
roll
fuck me
either.
sideways.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that
Yeah.
leaves me, so I cross.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
Oh, fuck off.
Alright, okay.
Everybody has
Crazy.
crossed successfully.
Praise be.
Alright. We'll go jog down and meet up with Winley in the
In the
in
NPC
the woods.
squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, so you're able to cross the bridge. You're able to head into the woods, kind of off yonder side.
So are we on the overworld map now?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay.
Within that particular regard, having made your crossings, you're able to let Esmeralda and Gertruda out of the bag, whereby Esmeralda doesn't say much of anything coming out of it, but kind of gives you a thankful nod, and Gertruda begins to immediately sort of sputter and whine about the rain.
Billy, do you want to go back in the bag? Stick your head out? Like, we can do that.
I know Gertruda is not equipped for.
Not equipped for that.
For that either, yeah.
I say
Good work on it.
Winley will give her warm weather clothes if necessary.
Okay.
They'll be too
I mean,
big, but
We should that's
We can
great.
get
We should
the
keep.
hat.
We should immediately Mina's we should get.
yeah, like
because
we're
it's
not hanging
pouring
out
rain.
here.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
getting we're getting
Let's-
out of here. But
let's move.
Is
I
it
mean,
nighttime, or can we not
But
really
that'll
tell?
help.
if she's in a
Just her to
nightgown,
survive.
It's
yeah.
nighttime.
and I'm a
It's probably
druid,
one in the
like, I
morning
can
at this
You
point.
can
make something fiery if I have to.
Okay. Are you attempting to just try to book it back towards Velaki, or just away from the castle in
I
general?
mean, Barovia's
or-
closer, and we need to drop off Gertruda there anyway.
Gertruda didn't necessarily want to go there, but I also don't really care, so I'm okay with going there.
She's the Mad Mary
Right.
connection, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mad Mary's daughter. Yeah.
Let's go
She's
just
like
dump her on
her
Mad
mother.
Mary's doorstep and
It's a
then
long way.
wash our hands of
Then
that.
again, we
village.
could also go out of character. It might be best to go to Velaki just so we can make our res attempt on the bard here.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, Gertruda made it pretty clear that she didn't want to go home back to Barovia because her mother kept her locked in her house. So we could just take her with us to Velaki
And,
and
say,
be like,
hey, there's a road to Barovia
yeah, we
right
can,
there.
know, escort you back to
I
Barovia.
guess
You
solo
can stay
travel with
here.
Barovia.
You can send a letter and tell your mom you're alive, whatever. We got you out of there. well,
I mean, she didn't even want to leave.
yeah, exactly.
So,
like, send a letter to Mad Mary and say Gertruda's alive. She's in
Vallaki.
Vallaki, you know.
I
mean,
think we should just go to Barovia because it's closer and let her deal with her mother.
How much closer is it, though?
A whole lot.
Is it? Can you, Dan, can you ping them on the map?
road
I think
kinda
this
winds
one is
around.
Barovia, and Vallaki is
Vallaki is
think
way the fuck up
up
here.
here.
Oh, I see.
Well,
We
and
still
now-
have to, like,
For some reason, I
loop
thought
all
the
the
Vistani
way.
camp here was Barovia.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Borovia's all the way over
Yep.
here.
I mean, the road is fairly long unless we try to cross country and try to cross,
I suppose in the grand scheme of things, Wallaki's slightly safer just because we have
Yeah.
the blessed church.
But I
there,
guess
so-
in that case, we are just taking her further from home
Well,
if we're
But she
here.
did-
not
super
not that
attached
not
to
that I
home,
really
so-
have the ability to weigh in, but if I don't know if we had securely decided what we were going to do with Freak and Myrtle, almost said Meek and Fertile there, but we know their actual parents are back in the village, and theoretically we were supposed to go back with a priest at some point, so
Like, yeah, we're gonna
minimizing
have to go,
the amount of back and forth.
We're gonna have to go back to Barovia at some point. So Winley's, as we're kind of walking, because we have to walk this one way either way, Winley will say, let's just take her to Vallaki with us. She can stay in our room until we have to go back to Barovia.
In the interest of
Yeah,
straight up
another
shelter,
hanger
we
on.
could just chill at the bone grinder mill, since that's on the way to Vallaki and it's shelter, if nothing
Yeah.
else.
Mina,
And we
Mina,
own it.
Mina probably goes along with that, but at some point during this walk, probably because it's rainy and she's like crabby because it's kind of miserable, she will probably make some kind of comment that's like, "Listen, I don't want to just start babysitting every
stray
helpless
that
we-
stray that we come across. Like, I love the idea of taking her back to Barovia, but listen, at what point are we going to focus on what we need to do?" Getting
Ash?
our bard back. Yeah, go ahead, Ash.
I was just gonna say, Ash, offers the exact same sentiment. I'm okay with the kids. The kids weren't big enough to take
Yeah.
care of themselves. We kind of had to take care of them. But this is like a whiny little teenager. We don't need hangers on,
Yeah,
Why
well,
don't
I mean,
we take her
Winley's
back to
not.
Barovia and dump her on her mother, and if she doesn't like living with their mother, she can work that out with her mother.
Yeah. I mean, Winley's not suggesting that we take care of her forever. Just get her back to Vallaki. Because we already said, we need to try to get a priest back to Barovia. We might be taking the kids back to Barovia until we go back there to be able to kind of escort her. Because if we send her on her own, she's probably dead. So
This might be a little metagaming, but from what I understand, we're going to be doing back and forth anyway. So if we try and do it so we have as little as possible, I think we're going to be overthinking it too much. I think we have a clear objective of bringing the person back there, and we should probably just do it sooner rather than later. That's my 2 cents, anyway. I'll follow the group.
Yeah.
I mean, Winley still thinks it's less trips overall if we go back to Vallaki. Do all of the things we know we have to go back to Barovia for in one trip.
Mina's gonna turn to Gertruda, or whenever she pops out of the bag to take a breath, or whatever Gertruda's doing while we're traveling. Gertruda, where do you want to go?
Well, anywhere but home.
Okay, Vallaki it is.
We'll take her to Vallaki.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Vallaki?
No.
You're gonna love it.
He said, having no idea whether or not she would
Get ready for the big city. Yep.
There's festivals all the time.
Yep.
I'm definitely writing this girl's mother and letting her know exactly where she is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But if she really doesn't want to go home, then is it the good thing for us to like?
Right, like she's an
force her to go
adult.
home?
Once we get
Yeah.
her to Vallaki, we can,
cut her loose.
give her a couple days at the inn, and then she can figure it out from there. You know.
Yeah.
If she doesn't want to stay with her mother, I don't want to force her, but at the same time, she needs to go and talk to her mother instead of running away.
That is not for Winley to decide.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
it
our
feels like
problem.
yeah. If she wants to like write her mother a letter, she can do that in Vallaki. If she doesn't, then I don't know. Mad Mary didn't seem like the most stable
Home
matriarch,
Her
so
daughter was kidnapped.
We don't really know what she was like before her daughter suddenly went missing.
yeah, I'm willing to
That's
make
true
a
as
snap
well.
judgment. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
It's fine, Dan. Just leave it. He's probably just crying at the cat.
Sherlock hiding under.
Exactly. Just let
Of
him hide.
course, of course.
All right, back to Blocky it is then, I guess.
Okay. Can I get a marching order?
I'd like to be.
1 second.
I'd like to be trying to scout ahead and like make sure that we're not about to like run into
straight
anything
into an
nasty or.
Okay.
Winley will stay at the back.
Okay.
I'll take second. I'll take front of the non-ranger
Yep.
part of the party.
Alrighty.
And then our 2 companions probably towards the back as well, I would say.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Gertrude.
Back, kind of in the middle.
Okay. Well, then you begin to head down yonder road.
Tom, I will pay you real money to stop.
Oh, I was just about to say, I love your marching song.
I'm just imagining Ash actually.
Caitlin, it sounds like you're the tie-breaking vote here.
Yeah. Oh, Harmony doesn't get a say.
Harmony's dead.
I know. I mean, I just,
Mercifully or otherwise.
we'd love to get your otherworldly input. You know?
All right. Well, heading down the trail, it is still super fucking dark. But with that,
How long has it been since we first started, like since we first left the dinner with Strahd?
about 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, cool. I
Mina-
still have dark vision.
Mina
Around
was.
midnight.
Oh, I think I still have dark vision then too. Okay, good.
I have racial dark vision, so I always have it.
All right. You are heading down the road when Mina gets to make a perception check.
Ooh, I love making perception checks.
I want it noted that I probably still have light cast on my amulet or something else too.
It is always assumed that you have light or a torch.
Okay.
Oh god, it's a battle map.
I love that.
Sorry, I was just on my spell page because I forgot to take off for dark vision. Okay, here's a perception check.
Monroe, seriously,
Oof,
dude,
not
you
as good as
live
the
with
last
that
one.
cat.
But there's a cat!
And here I'll throw one down for Sunny too, because he's hanging out up there with me. Sunny's got a 22.
Okay. You can hear the sound of galloping coming up the road towards you, somewhere off in the darkness.
From ahead or behind.
Ahead.
Okay. In general, Mina's instinct is probably to think that we probably don't want to run into whoever is going to Strahd's castle late at night. So I'll quickly sprint back to the party proper and say
Get off the
like,
road.
"Hey, we should probably duck off the trail."
So stealth checks.
Stealth checks, please.
Yeah, Woodley
Our
is
favorite.
super great at
Yeah.
those.
Oh fuck! Mina comes back and screams, "We should get off the trail!"
Trips over
Yeah.
Sunny on the way back.
Staring sadly at my
And then
plus
just like,
10 to
yeah,
stealth.
Yeah, right. A lot of good attention with those
And
vampires.
Doc's all like, what? Did you say to get off the
Yeah,
road?
right, right.
Well, on your right there, you have essentially a cliff, and on your left, you have some sort of trees and brush. So you can take your pick as to whether you want to try to hang off the cliff or run into the trees.
Into
you
the
can,
trees.
Yeah.
You can move. You can all move one increment of movement.
I mean, given that I got
A
an 8 on my
sprinter,
stealth,
eh?
maybe Mina
One
does
increment
think
of movement.
Woodley would
hang
love
on
to
the
dangle
cliff
off
side.
the cliff.
No, we'll go into
Say,
the
and the gnome hurls himself into the off the cliff edge.
like
I'll
40,
be
like
hitting
30
so
feet of
well.
movement.
Yep.
Okay.
25 feet for me.
Yep.
Because gnome.
And Sunny's just
Winley will not go further than Esmeralda and Gertruda can, but that's where I can end up.
Okay. A few moments later, coming down the road, you see a peculiar sight, although you've become used to these in Barovia. A man wearing kind of full plate armor with what appears to be kind of flaming, glowing eyes is riding a skeletal horse with full barding and is sort of clip-clopping and,
You made the right call to
galloping up the road this way.
I mean, hide might be a bit strong.
He gets
Yeah,
about
true.
to this point right here, and sort of suddenly canters as his eyes kind of turn into the darkness, seeming to pierce very keenly in the direction of Mina. Who goes there?
What language is he speaking in?
Common.
Curiosity. Common.
So you want me to come out with you just as a...
Mina just says nothing.
I mean, she kind of wants to just stay quiet, but it seems pretty obvious that he sees us. So,
I mean, Winley will, like, kind of under her breath as quietly as possible be like, we were trying to guess. Like, maybe
okay.
if he knows we're here.
Okay, yeah, Mina will step forward and crossbows tucked away, so, raise his hands up. We're not your enemies. We were guests at the castle.
Fiends!
I was a guest at the castle. we referring to my wolf, of course.
He shouts fiends
Oh,
and
fuck.
begins to charge towards you. Initiative
Oh,
rolls.
good.
God damn it. So he does not like...
Does not like Strahd.
Okay. Well, that's...
Did I say guests? I meant prisoners.
We were guests without any choice in the matter, to be fair.
I mean, I feel like the fact that we're, like, fleeing in the cover of darkness, like,
With,
probably
like-
says that we didn't, like, love our stay, but you know what? It's great.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's
It happens.
Yep. Am I gonna roll initiative?
If only we had some kind of bard with very good charisma
Yeah.
to talk
We
us
need
out of
somebody
it.
to talk to this guy.
Hey, I already put it in the chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's our harmony.
Not Winley.
Nope.
Not Winley at all.
Oh, dang it.
Put all your
Sunny's
eggs in
one
one
thing.
very fragile, eatable basket.
So Mina actually got a 17. I'll fix that right now.
So
S-
17 point
yeah,
what?
Yeah, 17.18. And then Sunny should be rocking a... I don't know why I didn't come up with a Sunny thing, but he's rocking a 22.16.
Okay. So roll him onto the
Say,
Sure,
do,
yeah,
are we
yeah.
going to do fighting diplomacy here, or are we gonna just?
Well,
Well,
I'm going first, so I think if
I'm
he called us
going-
fiends, so
second to last.
he can
So
go fuck himself.
I'll follow whatever everyone else does.
Why did that? Oh, that did do Sunny. Okay, all right. Okay.
Maybe try to talk your way out of it.
I mean, and he... So we rolled initiative because he yelled fiends at us and then started, like, galloping forward with a weapon out or something?
He has a sword.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
With that, Sonny has the initiative.
yeah, you come at us with a sword drawn, you can go fuck yourself. Is my
Chomp
opinion.
that horse's leg.
Yeah. So... Sunny's bubbles are wrong, but that's okay. I'll fix them later. Okay, Sunny will step forward next to Mina, and this is probably going to go terribly, but it feels like it makes more character sense than running up and biting him first, even though Mina's going to shoot him next turn. Sunny's going to step forward, and he's going to growl as ferociously as possible and add some howls to the mix, and he's going to try to intimidate this guy.
Okay.
Let's do this, Sunny. Hey, it's a 19.
Does not seem to respond.
Yeah, okay. But I'm proud of you, Sonny, for rolling a 19 because I'm
It's
sure
solid.
it still
Solid
was
roll,
It's very
yeah.
scary.
good. Yes,
It
very
is
scary.
a very intimidating display
Yep,
for sure.
hackles up. Yeah.
It'd be really funny if this guy was like, "Oh fuck, a wolf."
Oh shit. Well, I mean, at least I figured maybe the horse being an animal would maybe.
Well,
But
it's a
yeah.
skeletal horse.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I knew that detail, and I even chose it. I was choosing to blank that out. Okay, Mina will. Yes. He's just waiting for his opportunity. Mina's just going to lock and load a couple of crossbow bolts and start shooting at this guy. Do I get favorite enemy against this gentleman?
You do.
Ooh, interesting. Well, then I'm going to use sharpshooter on him because I have advantage for going before him. So sharpshooting. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Okay, well he takes 19 damage.
Alright.
And then second shot, also sharpshooter.
Okay. So
There you go, another 20 damage. And then Mina will, as her last action, she will scan her surroundings and and she's gonna just kind of take a side step back there behind Sunny. Okay, that's me.
All right. Esmeralda kind of takes a step forward and shoots a bolt of flame towards him out of her hand. Which misses but tried. The rider does not respond favorably to the yonder.
Well, I mean, he
bullshit.
charged at it with his charged at us with his sword drawn.
Oh,
So.
yeah.
Was that a noose around his neck?
In the art. Yep.
Neat.
We'd love that.
Fortunately, Mina, you are able to dodge as he two-handed swings this huge sword at you from the the horse. And then with that,
Gertruda better
Gertruda is going to
hide.
scamper into the corner. And then it is Ash.
Alright, I am going to run up. And I'm going to attack his horse.
Brutal.
If I have my sword, there we go. Motherfucker.
Assuming a
Does a
9.
9 hit the horse?
No.
I missed the horse.
Yep.
Alright, that's me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Winley.
Winley's gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
Right on top of his horse. Slash him, obviously.
Sure.
Let me...
I like the peanut gallerying from the dead bard in the chat.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
so I'm
It's
gonna
great.
cast the Moonbeam right there.
Okay.
So that's my action, and then I will use a bonus action to go into my starry form, and when I do that, I get an archer attack against him. Huzzah!
Okay, that's it.
6 radiant damage.
Does the damage seem to be... Is he taking hits? Are they glancing off of him? Is any damage type doing more than others?
Nothing seems to be particularly effective or ineffective.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And then it's Doc.
Alright, well, I'm gonna mix things up. I'm gonna punch him.
No way.
Yes, come up next to me. I'm scared.
And I'm just gonna do 2 attacks.
They both hit.
Sweet.
Okay. Sonny.
Sonny's gonna go for the big bite. And...
Boom down.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a fucking crit.
Yeah.
So, 18 and make a strength save. I guess, I'm sorry, I didn't say this, but I guess just thematically, can I be attacking the horse?
Yep.
Is that okay? Just because Sonny, like, jumping up to, I don't know, makes more sense for Sonny to be trying to rip the leg off this horse.
Although the visual of him leaping through the air and grabbing
Just
him and yanking him off the
pulling him down.
horses.
But
Gives
only,
this horse a good shake, but does not pull
Yeah, I
it.
kind of figured that'd screw me over for the strength save, but oh
It's all
well. And then that's it for Sonny.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to, since it's my turn, I want to quickly acknowledge that yes, maybe talking to this guy, it seems like he probably doesn't like Strahd. Maybe talking to him would have been the right idea. But it's raining, it's dark outside, he came at us.
He
So I
attacked
just
us
wanted to,
first.
He attacked us first, exactly. And like the whole situation, it's, running into him in a dark...
He's also riding a skeletal horse,
yeah,
so
there's-
just because he doesn't like Strahd doesn't mean he would have liked
Doesn't mean
us
he's necessarily
anyway.
a good guy. All right, I'm going to throw a Hunter's Mark on him with my bonus action, and then sharpshoot him with my regular old action. So here's a sharpshooter. Ugh, that probably doesn't hit.
It does not.
All right. And Sonny is going to use his coordinated attack to bite. And goes for the bite. Come on, buddy. Got to do some damage on this turn. There we go. 11 more damage for the horse.
The horse collapses.
Yay! Good job, Sonny.
Okay. Esmeralda will shoot another bolt of flame.
I also feel like if these were notable, this
Hits the
kind of guy
stun.
was notable for being against Strahd. Esmeralda would know about it by
Yeah,
now.
that's a good point.
And she wouldn't be just like, okay, I guess we're shooting this thing now.
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, it's not Van Richten, and he's like the main,
Right.
like,
Friendly
Strahd
presence.
hunter that we know of, I think. But
At the beginning of his turn.
Yep.
Constitution save, please.
You mean Van
Succeeds.
sucked in? Am I right? High five.
So 8. Okay. He kind of lets out a snarl and will step out of Sunny, Mina, and Ash's reach.
okay, do we get a...
Yep.
Nice.
Sorry, where'd he go?
Right.
Oh, he pivoted. Okay, I gotcha.
That's a hit for blue.
I got a 12.
That is not a hit.
Okay, Sonny...
Please stop generating moonbeams, please.
Didn't realize I was, sorry.
Yeah, you're still clicking moonbeams into existence.
My bad.
That spell got a lot better.
12 12 moonbeams.
All right, does he get? So he
Rain
needs to
down
make
from
his
the
strength
sky.
save
Yeah, okay, there's
to
just one
try
down.
He has not pulled down.
Okay, yeah. Well, it was worth a shot.
But hey, some two hits in there.
Yep.
Blue, can you please stop that?
I thought that I hid it from others. Can you still see it as the DM?
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
Such is life. All right, he takes his sword and double swings it at Doc, since Doc is the one here in reach. Oof.
I don't like the sound of that.
Hits you twice. The first time kind of scratches across your armor for 11. The second time he stabs you, dealing 20 damage.
So 31. Okay, well that's not great.
Gertruda continues to flee into the woods.
Awesome.
Good call.
And Ash.
Maybe this.
All right.
With any luck, this is the last we ever see of her.
Well, it looks
Quest
like
resolved. Gertruda
she's
disappeared.
no longer our
Yep.
problem.
Mina does not say that.
That's the-
obviously. That's Jake thinking that.
Running joke I have in IT is like, okay, well, I mean, you can always remote in and delete system 32 because that'll just solve all other
Not a
problems.
problem
It's
anymore.
no longer
yeah.
a problem.
Yep.
Sure. Alright. That is a hit. Anything else, Ash?
Nope, that's me.
Okay, Winley.
I will take a step over. Yep, there we go. Well, shit, Ash, you're in the way. All right. Well, I don't really want to accidentally murder Ash, so I will use my bonus action for an archer attack against him for 7 radiant damage.
It does hit.
How's he looking?
I mean, you guys are smashing on him, but he's not responding to any of the damage in any visual means.
Awesome.
All right, I'll go ahead and use my action to shoot a guiding bolt at him.
Okay.
Woof.
Nope. Anything else?
Nope.
Oof.
Doc.
Well, I'm going to try to split my attention here and just... hey, have Sunny keep track of Gertrude. It'd be a shame if we rescued her from Strahd and then have her get lost in the woods.
Yeah.
If Dot could potentially move so I could sneak my moonbeam in there, that would
But
be
I'm getting
great.
flanking right now. Okay.
Doc yelled out to try to make it clear to the guy
I mean,
that we
I'm-
rescued somebody
like I
from
said,
Strahd.
I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone with that. So, yes, a little bit of that. But in the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to continue.
More
Make some trouble.
punching.
Yep.
Here we go smashing again.
Oh boy.
That is the goal.
2 hits.
And slide over here. You're welcome.
Okay. I mean, you're like making really solid smacks and strikes on him, but like his body's just like not responding to the blows in any way.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Sonny.
Love
I'd
that.
love to see. All right. Well, Sonny loves the sentiment of what Doc is trying to say, but he also kind of wants to keep biting the nasty guy. So,
I understand it's kind of dealer's choice
Yeah.
there. It is what it is. Like I said, I was trying to accomplish multiple
yeah,
things
no,
by
I like
doing
it.
that,
I like
so-
it. Sonny's just hitting more than Mina is, so I'm like, well, maybe.
Let me move over here.
That's what I was thinking. Can you ping? I can't see Gertruda wherever she is in the trees.
Oh, I don't know.
Where
Where's
is
she gone, man?
Oh, did
I think
she
she's
actually?
off the map.
We can't see her anymore. Okay. Oh, she's like over there. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Sonny's gonna run around, jog around the moonbeam, and then lands right there, and is gonna bite.
Cool.
Yep. Surprising. Basically no one. Wow, fuck yeah,
God
Sonny.
damn, Sonny.
Fuck yeah, Sonny.
Very nice.
Getting it. Well, he rolled pretty garbage on the damage, but you know what? That's okay. That's all
No,
right.
still worked out.
Yep.
Okay. Does not pull him down. Mina.
Okay. And then Mina is going to. She will take a step away. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Also, I can only take like one more of those. If he manages to get in one of those nasty hits, I can only take like one of those. So,
Okay.
how are we doing on heal slots, by the way?
I can heal you.
Okay, cool. I am technically less than half by 1 point.
So I'm gonna run over
I
here
also
so that I
have
can
plenty of
see kind of both, and I can hopefully see Gertruda for a little bit longer as she's sprinting into the rainy.
Stop running.
She's not like running effectively. Like she's absolutely like stumbling,
civilian
tearing her
running.
way.
Final
through
girl in a
bushes.
horror movie style. Like
Yeah, it's not going well.
Yeah. Okay.
Final. No, she's first girl.
Yeah, that's
Not
true. Final girl.
Terrible.
Well, she might still survive. We'll see. All right. Well, Mina then is going to shoot from where she is now at the asshole and sharpshoot. And fuck yeah!
Mina kind of is jogging around, pivots to take that shot, puts a shot through his helmet, and suddenly the body just goes completely limp.
Okay, to be clear, he
just
actually
collapses
took
to the
30 damage with the Hunter's Mark. So yeah, okay.
Yep. As that happens, you hear sort of a gasp and a hiss from the body as it falls, and sort of a whisper clings in the air for a moment. The Knights of the Silver Dragon will have their revenge.
Oh, great.
Fuck. Well, that doesn't sound good.
Does that mean anything?
Could you tell them to tell them to ask us who we are, like with more detail? For anyway, he's dead. Okay, you're gone.
Hey, Brett, I have some breastplate for you.
Hey,
Full plate for you.
sweet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good thing that we killed him, but
No, make sure you walk around in his armor to make it really easy for the group we just pissed off to jump
Is
us.
Gertruda still running?
Feebly. You know.
Okay.
all right, I'll go chase
Great.
after her and.
Winley will
really
ask
bad.
Esmeralda if that means anything to her. The Knights of the whatever she
Silver
said.
Dragon.
Silver Dragon.
Let's see.
She's the only one who's from here, so maybe she knows something.
I don't even think
She
she's from
frowns.
here,
No, I think Strahd has many enemies in the valley. Or perhaps one order or another he has done battle with at some time. This was a revenant, so surely someone he killed in the past.
Well,
but cool. Well, so much for having them as buddies, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he attacked us first.
yeah, exactly. Like you come at us with a
what
sword.
were we supposed to
we're
do?
gonna, Yep. And you call us fiends to add insult to injury.
I'm not a fiend, I'm a gnome.
Nope. I hate fiends. I specifically have fiends as my favorite enemy. Anyway. Well, let's get back on the road. Search the guy before we leave.
That's right, I will take that plate armor. Like, fuck yeah.
Already chat.
Oh yeah, Ash already searched him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, he had a longsword, specifically a silver longsword.
Nice.
And then the armor is plate, but it is like old, rusty crap that quite clearly was in the ground at some point.
Yeah,
Oh, we had an artificer around to spruce that up.
Like it's not a complete set of plate.
Yeah,
by any
so
means.
it's-
This is literally somebody's corpse.
This
came
is
out of it.
Well,
This is
rough.
Brent
it's
is not allowed to have
A
nice
complete
things.
set of
Yeah.
plate for it's an incomplete set of plate for a medium-sized creature. Could it be repurposed into a complete set of plates for a small-sized creature?
Could you reshape the materials? Yes. Would you trust their integrity? Doubtful.
I appreciate, I appreciate the hustle, man.
look,
but
I'm trying.
I understand when
Dead
I...
or alive, I
Yeah.
gotta roll my persuasion check.
Yep. That's right.
Any changes to the order or anything as you continue on your track?
Does anyone?
Although if I could get maybe a courtesy heal, that'd be great.
How is everyone else on healing?
Didn't take anything.
Good.
I took
I
half
could
health.
drop another aura if necessary.
And I guess maybe just because it's rainy, we don't want to wait super long, but maybe we should pause for a moment to say okay, if we run into another one of those guys, do we? I mean, he did attack us first. There's not a whole lot we could have done, but does this seem like something where we want to try to somehow smooth this relationship over? Or are we just accepting that whatever this Order of the Silver Dragon is, we're done?
I think that's something to an issue to
Deal with
attack
it.
when...
Well, the only reason why I ask now is in case a group of 3 of them comes
Yeah.
riding down the road next.
Winley will say, enemies of Strahd could be friends of ours.
Yeah.
We should at least try.
I
we
think if
don't want too many enemies in this place.
Yeah, I think that was a case. I mean, he's dead. Too bad. Whatever. I'm not going to cry about it. But I think that was a case of miscommunication. I think we probably could have talked, maybe been allies with that guy. I don't know. I don't think we're at odds. So I'm just saying. I think if we run into any more of them, let's try to
talk.
smooth this
Also,
over.
Skeletal Knight, I feel like we were within our rights to assume that...
Definitely.
Right.
I thought it might be fucking Strahd. I was riding in on a nightmare horse. Anyway. Okay, cool. Well then, yes, continuing scouting, but
not,
Mina
not
just
immediate attack.
yeah,
if we
Mina
see
just has
them.
that knowledge of like, let's do a little check-in first. Yeah.
Bren,
Yo,
I'm gonna heal you.
thank you.
Okay. After about an hour's trek from the castle, you've arrived at the crossroads that leads either to Velaki or the village. Which way are we going?
Velaki.
Velaki.
Okay.
Add 4 to that.
Thank you.
I can give you another one if you need it.
I'm good.
You're good, or you want another one?
That's fine for now.
Okay.
Mostly because it puts me at 42 health, and that just kind of amuses me. So here we all are.
Do we need to
Always the
stop
answer.
at the witches?
So we
At
could
the old
take
bone
shelter.
grinder?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a source of shelter, and it's what, 2 a.m. now?
We could.
Is it
Some version of that?
particularly cold? Like, are we doing okay without our warm weather
Cold
gear?
weather?
And by, well,
It is no longer. It's not raining down here, so I mean you're all wet and whatnot. And it is cold in the middle of the night. You're not freezing to death. No.
okay. Do we want to stop? Do we want to press on?
How many hours till this village?
I mean several. Probably another 3 or 4.
I say press on.
Yeah, I'm like kind of. I feel like camping anywhere out here, even at the old bone grinder, is
No, nothing's gonna be
recipe
safe.
for.
I mean, we could also
disaster.
use
It
the
was just
opportunity to take another
discussed.
crack at that
Yeah.
those standing stones.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Like we never did actually get those figured out.
No, they
Fuck
were
it. I
just
mean, we're here.
real old and magical.
Yeah,
That
we didn't
was
because we
about
didn't get
the-
anything from
There were
those at the time, did we?
runes
Maybe
and
as
some
we're rolling,
crows.
Yeah, I mean, as we're talking, like, hey, we saw these like standing stones. If we take a left up here, do you know anything about that?
Ash, do you? Oh, sorry.
I'll interrupt your chat as you walk here. As you're walking through the dark, Mina, you see what looks to be a body laying in the road ahead of you.
Oh, good.
Oh, for
Okay,
God's sake.
immediately turn and go back to the party. There's a body laying in the road.
Don't freak
y'all
out.
know.
I didn't do it.
Anyone we know?
It was not me. Yeah, I mean, did I see any distinguishing features about it, or?
It appears to be humanoid, but it's laying on its stomach. Hard to tell in the darkness.
Watch it be fucking Doru.
Is there a way? Right. Well, right. Is there a way that we could, like, looking at the train around the road? Is there a way that we could kind of go around?
Absolutely,
Kind of
it's just a
circle
body laying in the middle of the road.
So
We should,
Oh, we should
still
check it out.
Yeah.
Someone, whoever. I mean, Winley
I
will
mean,
check
I
it out
have
if no one else
Strahd,
wants to.
Still, I'll go and poke it.
Okay. I feel like this is
Let
maybe like
maybe the
walking
rest
into
of
a
us
trap,
should
but...
hide.
Yeah.
I'll,
You go poke it with a stick.
Sunny and I will stay with Ash, just so it's not just one person going solo. But yeah,
The
I
last
agree
thing
that
Ash
maybe...
poked with a stick was a chest that
Exploded.
could have potentially killed her. So
It didn't explode. It did some gas to knock
Oh,
me
right,
out.
that.
And
Knock
my
out
friends
gas.
backed me up. It was a controlled situation.
yeah,
Well,
it was totally
okay.
fine.
Actually, since we're probably better at stealthing, maybe you should hang out with Ash just in case
Okay.
anything goes wild. I mean, unless if you want to, do what you want. But just since we're like slightly sneakier, let's
Yeah.
like hide off in the
Yes,
woods.
Team Plate will go investigate.
Yeah, Team Clank.
Obvious trap.
Clank. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Team who needs
Well,
stuff
Ash,
anyway.
what are you poking it with?
Just the flat of my sword.
Okay. It seems to be a body.
Okay. I used the toe of my boot to kick it over.
It is you. You are laying in the dirt. It is your body, though mangled and ripped to pieces by something. Make a wisdom save.
That's not good.
Good thing the
Does
cleric
Doc
can roll
also
save.
see
That
Ash?
worked out.
Yes. Yeah. Ash just kicked Ash over in the road.
Not creepy at all.
Poke.
Yeah.
Like hard poke in the shoulder of Ash.
A chill certainly fills you, but you're able to be made of sterner stuff for the moment. As you look at your own body for a moment, it begins to dissolve into ichor until only a skeleton remains.
Awesome. I crushed this
Neat. Awesome. That's actually Doc's response. Is, huh, cool.
All right, and with that, the party
Sweet
is able to continue.
dreams.
I give the all clear symbol. I'm like, guys, it's okay. It was just me.
Not concerned by
and
that.
you are
Yeah.
at the crossroad that leads to Old Bone Grinder.
So at this point, I might bring up the thing to Esmeralda. Does she know anything about those standing stones?
There are stories, myths of them being protective in some way, shape, or form, perhaps tied to ancient rituals of the people who lived in the valley before Strahd. I have not personally encountered one, though.
Okay.
Winley's happy with pressing on or stopping.
I mean, it is tempting to.
Memory serves,
dig
we
in
had
on
pretty
these.
decent rolls and didn't get any like solid information.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
runes that I think none of us could really read, and we determined they were super old.
Okay.
And
I mean, if we don't have
magical, that was about-
if we don't have any new information on it and we want to just push forward for the night, then that's whatever. Let's just push.
Was
push
there
on.
anything else that we wanted to do there that we couldn't do before?
No, that was the
Okay.
only
Yeah, I
like
thought
that was
that
the
was-
only. I don't know. Yeah.
But didn't we have one of our omens was related to the mill?
Yeah, but it was
Wasn't
the
it
book.
like-
We found the book that's marked off in the quest log.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Correct.
the history of Strahd book or
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
The like treasure that
Yeah.
lives in the mill or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Carrying on to Velaki then.
Yep.
Okay.
I like it, Ash. That's awesome.
Fuck them.
I also like the techno.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Got there eventually.
Yeah.
I was like,
it.
what are we trying to say here with
Yeah.
Shat?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
I wonder what would have happened if somebody failed that wisdom save.
Probably would not have been great.
Sounded like some kind of fear effect
Yeah.
based on.
Well, the rest of you could see it though. It wasn't like individualized illusions or.
Well, but Ash was the only one. It was the first one to touch it and was the one that made the roll. So I assume it was just a one-off fear effect.
Only
I was about
gonna,
to
like,
say, Brett,
actually-
There's another
Yeah.
set of plate mail for you, but it's
That's plus
Too bad
one.
it's-
Man, we
Or
really,
no,
need,
it's
we
not.
really need to
It's
stop
okay.
doing that. Holy crap, we made it to town without any further incident.
We only
That was
accidentally
such a
killed one
classic
person.
Real
To be
bang
fair,
up job.
to be fair, they attacked us first.
Yeah.
We killed them on purpose.
That's true. That's true. It wasn't an accident. That's a good point.
he was also already dead.
Probably should have killed.
You ever travel for 4 hours on the road and just only murder one
only
person?
murder? Yeah.
How
Probably
many
should
people
have
did
pulled
you?
punches
How
on
many
that
people
one,
did you
but-
murder on the way to Colorado, Jake?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Way more than one. Yeah.
But they all attacked you first.
Exactly. Yes. All Knights of the Silver Dragon.
They really hate us.
Yep.
You are approaching the gates in the very, very early morning. Approaching Velaki, a couple of things are evident as you're kind of coming down the hill slope into the valley that the
fire,
village
isn't it?
lies in. It is not on fire. However, you notice that quite a number of the wolf heads in the wall have been replaced with human heads,
Oof.
and that there are a number of torches lit around the perimeter of the walls in greater numbers than there were when you previously have visited.
Anyone that we recognize?
Not at this distance. You're like a quarter mile away at the moment.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll walk up.
so, bets on, what's her name being gone?
Arena.
Yeah. Because he
Makes me
did.
nervous.
Strahd did make reference to her being left
Being
behind.
Mhm.
So, yeah, she's probably gone, isn't she?
It's
You
possible.
never
He does
know.
have a flying nightmare horse, so
I mean, yeah.
Well, approaching the gates, things at the gates themselves looks more or less the same. The palisades set aside of the walls. There are a number of guards watching the gate who hail you as you approach. Notably, however, as you are kind of making your hellos, we're visiting, so on and so forth, they make the statement: "All weapons must be left outside the gates."
Our weapons helped curb the massacre and make it less of a deal. We could leave them out here, but if the massacre happens again, then we wouldn't be able to help like we did
Put 'em all in
before.
the bag of
Why
holding.
don't you fetch your superior and ask him what they want you to do?
It is a law of Velaki: all visitors shall leave their weapons outside the gates, or none shall enter.
Ah, Christ.
Why don't you go pass the buck, son? And I'm going to make a diplomacy check. Try and get him to get a superior, someone with a little more power.
I would like to check out the heads and see if it's anybody we know.
Wherever my character sheet is,
Perception
there it
checks.
is.
Perception? Okay. That's better than investigation. I'll take
If
it.
I try to just enter as is, because I mean, I don't have weapons per se. I just have my armor. Like, well, do they try to stop me if I just approach the gates?
No.
Well then, that sucks.
So,
He
I'm
literally
good.
doesn't even move when you say that. Just stares at you there on the road.
14 perception?
Nobody that you recognize.
That's great.
Alright guys, let's just back up a little bit and talk about this.
And put all our weapons
Put
in the
them
bag. for me.
all in the bag of holding.
tell him I'm a
All
hunter.
bag holding.
These aren't weapons. These are This is how I hunt. Yeah.
I would say I mean, it sounds like I'm fine because I'm not like visibly
Right.
armed. Is the impression I'm getting here?
I don't want to not have weapons in Vallaki.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, my weapons are my magic more than anything.
yeah,
so.
that's true. Not as big.
But yeah,
so
so
you and I are fine.
yeah, throw them in the bag of holding so you still have them if you want to. Unless they haven't searched the bag of holding
I was saying,
any other
does it-
time we've
I was
Are
like,
they
last time
searching?
we've gone through, have they
Yeah.
searched the bag of holding?
No.
No, they've not searched the bag of holding when you come to them traditionally.
Okay.
They've searched you in a very lackluster, unimpressive pseudo TSA sort of way.
Are there any other people entering right now?
No, it's also like 4:30.
I mean, yeah, that's I figured, but okay.
Yeah, I step out of view, say, okay, fine, we'll leave our weapons, put them all in the bag of holding, and come back.
Gives a loving look to the crossbow, and then
Okay. Who's carrying the bag of holding?
Winley is.
Make a
Or
sleight of hand check.
has been. Oh, good.
you're gonna do really, really well.
Notoriously
I
great
know
at
it.
this. Hiya! Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Oh Jesus!
Worse than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Well, let's see how this goes. Okay. As you are kind of going through the airlock and security check setup here, they do take your bag of holding, look into it, and pull it aside.
It was worth a try.
I'm gonna wait with Winley and watch what they do.
I mean,
Yeah, but what
they're,
do they
like,
do with it?
they're literally like putting it on a table to the side as if to keep it.
Can I have that back?
You cannot take your weapons into the city.
I won't enter the city then. Can I have it
There
back?
aren't any weapons in there.
He looks at you like with a
Actually, I might not have said that because there might be other weapons that are. Do we have like random swords in there or some shit?
Well, assuming
I was gonna
Ash
try to
put-
lie to him and say that my crossbow is just like for hunting.
Assuming that Ash put her weapons in there as well.
Oh,
she
yes,
has
that's
swords
true.
And,
That's true.
And I would have had to
Yes.
put my spear in there
Yes,
or
good
whatever.
point.
So.
Good
I mean, we do have a crossbow. We still have Van Richten's crossbow in
Yeah, that's
the
true.
inn, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
did we put it in the
Yeah.
bag of holding, or?
I mean,
Yes,
we do, yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, I think we
think
did
we
put it
did.
in the bag of
We did,
holding.
yeah.
But, I mean, Winley will just say, fine, I won't enter the city then. Can I have
out
my
the
bag
gates
back?
then.
Cool.
He hands you the bag.
Winley can turn into a mouse and come in with the bag of holding if we need to.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, well, yeah, fair enough.
I'll come out with you just so like you can hide in my
Right.
pocket or something.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back. I'm just gonna say bye to our friend. She's gonna find
Then
other
we'll probably
lodgings.
never
Make
see
a
her
deception
again.
check.
Oh, fuck. Then I don't say anything. God damn it.
Well, and you are
yeah,
attempting
yeah,
to
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
play it cool,
Yeah,
as it
yeah.
were.
Winley also wouldn't have said that out loud. Like, I'm going to walk over here and turn into a mouse and then come back. Like,
Okay, I did all right. I did all right. Could have gone.
He just gives you a nod and watches you walk out the gates and then come back with Mouse Winley.
Mousely.
ooh, wait, actually, I just used my second wild shape, so I can't do that. So, Winley's cool to sleep out here.
You could try circling
Fuck
around
it.
one of the other gates and
I was
trying
about
to do
to
the
say.
sleight of hand there. Just try it at every single gate until.
We could give that a shot. Try at one other gate, and then if Winley needs to sleep out here, she'll sleep out here. She's pretty unconcerned
Okay.
about that.
Is everybody else going in other than Winley?
No, I'll stay out here with Winley. Just yeah.
Damn it, we're doing it again.
Winley will just say, "I'll meet you guys on the inside." It's totally fine.
I just don't want to leave you out here alone if you end up staying.
Well,
out
yeah,
here.
just to everybody else, like it's cool.
Plus,
Yeah,
we're
go
gonna get
ahead.
that sweet XP out here, you know.
Yeah, I'm
More
not leaving.
scarecrows.
I'm not leaving.
Okay. So everybody's staying with Winley by the sounds of it?
I mean, someone should go in and see what the deal is inside the town.
Yeah.
I'm
wi-
going to find
and-
someone who will.
Ash, I need you to come in so you can res the fucking bard.
Yeah, you guys should.
It will
yeah.
also be slightly more suspicious if we're like, okay, we won't come into the city, and then we all go to another gate. Like that just seems rather than
Yeah,
like one
potentially
person
gonna
trying
draw
to.
some attention.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, at least one person should see what the deal is. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and they're letting me in regardless, so I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
And I mean, seriously, I do think go start raising dead like
Yeah.
ASAP. Like let's not wait any longer on that if possible. So.
Yeah, if you, and if
The salt from the bard in the chat there is.
and Winley will happily give guidance if you're gonna do that like immediately. So yeah.
Guidance doesn't last that long.
If they're doing it immediately, it lasts 10 minutes.
They have to
The
go
the spell also takes an hour.
Up
Just
to 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, some of you are trying to sneak around to another gate. Doc is making a run for the inn, or
Yeah, pretty much. Is Ash with me, or is it just me?
I'm with you, but out of protest. I'm really nervous about my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry for wanting to resurrect our dead friend, who is very clearly distressed by the whole being dead thing.
Now, do you want to try it without the guidance?
No.
Wait, did Harmony not come off a super
I'm
chill
gonna
with
repeat,
the afterlife?
The guidance is not going to work.
Right,
Why?
right.
Because it's a 1 minute long spell.
No,
but
for
it's-
an hour long ritual.
Okay, but when does the roll happen? I'll just give it to her before she has to roll.
You have to
like
be
that's
with
what I'm
her
saying.
physically. You have to touch her.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do it right now.
So can
But
you
if
just
she wants
stand
the
over her
guidance
shoulder,
later.
just constantly?
But you have to
casting?
get into the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Later. That's what I'm asking. Do they want to try the res without the guidance?
It's one roll.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking as the dead person in question,
So,
I have
so
no
that's,
say in
that's
this.
the point.
Also, the DM has said no, so I mean, and if you want to try rules, there he is. But
I mean, my point here is that your role in that casting is theoretically the result of the hour long work, not either the beginning of the work or the end of the work, but the actual culmination. of
Well,
all
okay,
of it.
but I've been able to give guidance on things like climbing up the side of a mountain or like a cliff or whatever, which also would have taken more than 1 minute. So at some point, like, the thing happens that the guidance applies to.
I mean, the highest anybody's climbed was like 20 or 30 feet, which is within the guidance of a minute in the rules as written versus an hour-long ritual cast.
I mean, not necessarily. It might take a person longer than a minute to climb 30 feet, depending on how good they are at it.
I mean, I'm going rules as written.
I think he's basically saying you got to be there the whole time.
I think what he's saying is I can't give guidance
Right.
because the casting of the spell is longer than the amount of time that guidance lasts. But I'm saying the roll doesn't last for an hour.
The roll's at the very end, and
Well,
Guidance also does specifically say ability check. So would that count as an ability check anyway?
I think so.
It's a spell casting check for raised dead, I believe. Let's see.
But it
which is
uses
an ability check, yeah.
No, I wasn't sure if that counted as an ability check or not.
but if she's there for the entire ritual, shouldn't she technically be able to offer guidance at
Right,
the critical
like-
juncture?
Yeah, Ash could be like,
Well-
it's coming together, whatever, and then I give it. Like,
Well, the thing is you're making the roll because you're using a scroll. You're not, like, you don't normally make a roll as part of Raised Dead. So, yeah, I mean, same
Right,
question, but
it's
like
like-
scroll related, when would he make the roll to then see if the scroll bursts into flames? Would it be...
I would say here, just to the point of balance, you could do it if you are doing guidance the entire hour.
okay. But that again,
And you could do
comes
that.
back to Ash should not try to raise Harmony before we can get into
Yeah.
the city. So
If you can use guidance on it, then we should wait until you
okay.
have guidance.
Okay. Because I mean,
Only get one shot at this thing.
there are so many things that guidance could apply to that would take more than a minute. Like, you're trying to pick a complicated lock, could easily take more than a minute. I think constraining it to anything that takes less than a minute takes away like more than half.
I would objectively disagree because it's a cantrip. It's not a super powerful spell. It's not meant to be a super powerful spell. So I'm already giving you a fair ruling here.
I was just explaining.
Well, and you can, at least... I'm thankful that he's letting you sit next to him the entire time and do it, because again, since it's a cantrip, at least you can just like sit there and.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
also, I could. I do have my inspiration die from earlier. I could pass that over to Ash.
I have inspiration already.
Oh, do you? Okay, never
Did
mind.
we want to use that, or were we going to try and convince the priest to help us, and that would give me advantage? Because he's giving a help action.
We were.
to
Yeah.
you.
I think we were gonna go for the advantage, but again,
What-
it's your role. So
That's just a
But
question of whether
how
you
are
want
we
to ask
going
for
to get
help
the
or not.
advantage? Am I burning my inspiration, or are we going to the priest and trying to have him do the help action?
Porquino los dos.
yeah, can we?
Well,
do
because you can't
both?
double inspiration. Remember the not bardic. The like player inspiration gives advantage.
Oh, okay.
So does the help action. So
I mean, we haven't moved. Might as well use it unless we have to drag around a dead
I thought
body
the
around
inspiration
town.
was a D6.
it's not. We looked it up. It's which was a huge.
Okay.
That was a real emotional body.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. Wasn't
Okay,
great.
so inspiration just gives advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so double advantage can't happen.
No. So I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, Ash. Like,
Except for elven accuracy is the only super advantage.
and lucky.
I kind of want the
Lucky
guy
kind of is
to
super.
help a little bit myself, just because we risked everything to get him those bones.
I mean, but I'm saying if we already have the same effect gotten from inspiration, I'd rather not lug a dead body around town when they're already kind of on higher alerts under the circumstances. So I would vote to use the inspiration die, but it's your inspiration die, so you do you.
Rather not get help from the priest and then find out he's too shitty and not end up with advantage, but still have to make the roll.
That.
And you can always get inspiration again.
Right.
Alright, I'll use my inspiration then.
So I think Winley is sneaking around to another gate to try to get in. And I can use disguise self to make myself look different, too, if we want to do that.
Okay.
Because I get one use of disguise self.
Okay. And I'll jog over there with you.
Let's try it. Sleight of hand again.
Yay.
Which one did you go
Now,
to?
of course, we have to make sure when we leave, we don't leave by the southeast gate with the bag of holding.
13?
I need to move to the gate first.
Are we going to this one?
Whichever one was closest, yeah, heading that direction.
Okay. Well, time we go through this, they search you and find the bag of holding.
Now, again, I'm dead and can't really. I don't know how.
Is there any way that Mina
still
could have
funny.
helped me with that?
Can I give the help action on sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand?
That's what I'm saying. How, is
Like,
there a
as,
way
like,
that you could
trying
explain
to distract them
to...
while they're...
What constellation is that?
I would actually say yes, though, because also in terms of like prepping it, like, okay, you look fat now, like realistically fat, not just...
If I can, I didn't really think I could, so I didn't mention it. But
No, go ahead and roll with advantage and see if... just roll again for...
Yeah.
One or some shit.
Better?
Unfortunately, no.
I mean, technically, yes.
Yes,
but
also-
actually, no.
Not good enough.
I don't want to get to suggestion from beyond the gravy here, but couldn't you just chuck it over the wall and hope
It's,
you
not
find
that
it
kind of wall.
before?
isn't it a pretty high wall?
Yeah, it's like a 20-foot palisade.
It's pretty.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
so why did we discount the idea of you turning into a mouse?
Because she's
Because
on
I
the
don't have any
wild
wild
Oh,
shapes
yes,
left.
of course.
Yeah, so I could nap for an
Take a
hour
short
out
rest.
here and get those back and then come in. Like, that's the
I
fastest
mean,
way.
we're committed
I'll hang
for
out
an
with you.
hour anyway.
Yeah.
But I have to be there the whole time
To
to be able
cast
to give
guidance.
guidance.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
you guys
an
could scope
additional
out the
D4,
town.
so I think worth it. So yeah, I mean, Winley can take a little nap out here for an hour, get my wild shape back.
I'll hang out with you just
Okay.
for safety.
Yeah,
Because
guess we'll do.
It's worth noting you're probably
'Cause
going to
it's
have to
really
wild
gonna
shape
help.
back out because of with the bag and everything. Like,
They're
I
not
think
searching people walking out,
Well, yeah, but if they go, hey, I stopped you from coming in here with that bag.
so I'll just
We'll
let
leave
you're
through a
leaving-
different.
yeah
we'll leave through
let
one of
someone
the
else
other-
carry it, and then if I leave, I'll be like, I left it outside.
Or we can go out through the west gate.
Yeah.
Or I could get another bag, turn that one into a bag of holding, and
You
transfer our
can't.
shit
No.
into another.
Explicitly,
No,
you
no.
can't.
I'm not putting one inside the other. I'm
Okay.
transferring all the shit from one into the other, so it's a different,
Looks different.
looking
Different bag.
bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess Winley's gonna take a short rest, and I'll get some hit dice back
Love
too
this
while I'm
game.
doing
Yep.
that.
Well, Doc and Ash, you're inside the walls.
Yep. To the end.
Don't be awarding yourself those hit dice so fast, buddy. You're outside
do
the
it
walls.
at the end. We gotta do it at the end.
yeah, it's
At the end of my
short
rest.
Right. He's not
Oh,
saying you might
oh,
not
oh.
get through.
He's gonna probably jump us. Which, by the way, okay, well, we'll have a quiet conversation before we short rest, and I'll say like, you just try to keep resting.
Why don't we just
and I'll
sit with our
shoot.
backs against the wall? Is
Yes,
there
that's what we're
anything-
doing.
Okay.
But, I mean, I feel like something could still come along.
Well, yeah, but
But I'll
I
say
mean,
like, I'll let you know if I need help. Like, you just stay right here and keep reading your little dagger, and I'll shoot it. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Same page.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I just figured if we were right, like sitting next to the wall, the chances of something like coming at us gotta be, especially if we
Let's
sit
not
near
say
a
that
gate.
too loudly, but yes, let's not jinx it. I agree.
Like
I'm with
Winley's
you.
not walking off into the woods to take this hour short rest.
True. Although that would be a very Winley.
That's the room with the body in it, 'cause that's where I put the body.
You left the body at the church.
No, you took it back.
No, we brought it back.
Oh,
We brought you back.
Irina
We brought
answers
you
it, obviously looking quite tired given the very early
Sorry, which
hour.
room are we in here? Sorry.
You are still on the bottom floor, I assume?
Uh-huh.
We're in the hallway. Upstairs.
Oh, upstairs. Okay. So could you just move me? I'm afraid I'm gonna.
You have moved yourself out of my line of sight. I don't know where you moved yourself to.
Okay. Well,
Put yourself in front of the front door.
I'm in the tavern now.
Yep.
Enjoy.
You're in the dark dimension.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God! Someone put a random corpse in my bedroom.
No, it's not random.
No, it belongs there.
Anyway.
A knock on the door?
I've already told you she answered it.
She looks tired.
Hello.
Because someone knocked on her door at 5 a.m.
It's like, is the body still okay?
She looked at you confusedly for a moment. Yes. How many? Yes. She's fine.
We need to get it prepared. We found a scroll. We can possibly bring Harmony back.
She kind of brightens up a little bit at that news. Oh, excellent. Can I help? Where should we take her?
I'm not there.
You on mute again, buddy?
Sorry. The rest of the group is still trying to get into the walls, so I figured we'd probably wait for them, but I figured we could get things ready.
Okay. I mean, she invites you both in to do whatever you need to do.
I kind of lay the body out, somewhere. I probably make the mood of the room a little, little better. Maybe light some incense or something, do some prayers to Bahamut.
Prep it for the ritual or whatever.
Read over the scroll just to see what it, entails and stuff, and kind of prepare myself.
Okay.
And that's what I'll do for the next hour or so.
Remember the incantation there is Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Just giving pronunciation
Yeah.
guides.
Okay. Well, outside the wall, you are not accosted in the hour, so you do gain the benefit of your short rest.
Yay! Use middays.
And then we're trying the mouse trap here, mouse trick.
Now, doesn't it make more sense for her to just try to turn into something that can climb the wall
Yeah,
and enter independently,
yeah.
as opposed to them finding a mouse in your pocket
a
and being
lizard,
like, "What's this
Sure.
mouse doing
something
here?"
small.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
No,
mice can
it's
climb
fine.
walls.
Yeah.
No offense.
They don't have a climb speed,
No, it
but
makes sense.
mice can scurry up a wall.
Find
or-
something with a climb speed.
Yeah,
wanted
a
to keep my
lizard.
crossbow
Yeah,
close.
I
The
can't
redemption-
have anything with a
that's
fly
understandable.
speed,
The
but I
redemption
can.
of Lizard Winley.
She's gonna work Wabi times.
Okay. Well, I mean, so what are you turning into?
Well, a lizard. A lizard has a climb speed. So whatever, local lizardage that I've
Can you
seen.
turn into something with fly speed now?
No.
No, not yet. Climb and swim.
That was
but-
what, level 9?
8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you are able to get over the wall without any issue, and Mina, you're not accosted in any substantive way.
Sweet.
Going through the gates.
Her finger
I
twitches.
assume you head to the Blue Water, or do you go somewhere else?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's
I'll head to the
probably.
Blue Water.
Well, we're separate now at this point.
Well, you have all made it to the Blue Water at this point. Ash and Doc, you've had about an hour to prepare. It is now sun is starting to come up. At least the daylight is starting to break. As you arrive at the Blue Water, the village is still very much sort of asleep, it would seem, or not terribly active as you make your way through the streets.
Yeah, let's
Get
get
this shit over with.
get Harmony there and get this going.
Okay. Just doing the ritual there up in the room.
I'll be right back.
Or, oh yeah.
Okay. And then what is anybody else? Or what is everybody who's not Ash
I mean,
or
let
Winnie
me-
doing?
I mean, I'll just do a short rest while this is going on, just to burn some hit dice and get some stuff back. 'cause-
Mina probably feels kind of anxious and jittery that she can't help in this situation at all. So she'll go outside and just kind of keep a lookout outside of the inn, even though she doesn't really expect anything to happen, but just wants to be active somehow.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yep.
And Doc sans the short rest.
Yeah, although I mean that could have just as easily been the hour while we were waiting for them. So.
That's why I'm asking sans the short rest.
Yeah, you say I did that on the last one, and then for this hour I'll stand watch, critique the pronunciation as it goes, and
That would be awkward every time you do.
Don't distract her.
Okay.
You seen No Way Home?
Well, then
Nope.
I
Then
think
never mind.
we'll begin the ritualistic drum roll of using the spell of or
Okay.
the scroll of raised dead here. So
We're rolling.
let's get that guidance roll and let's get that that advantage queued up and see how we do.
Hugo, you're fine.
Add a D4 to your roll. I'm gonna take that back.
Roll the d4 first for dramatic effect.
Where's the D4 coming from? I don't see the roll for it.
I didn't roll it.
I
figured-
think Tom's
figured-
supposed to roll it.
Yeah,
just Tom.
Ash
Yeah,
would
Tom
roll
can
it
do the D4.
herself.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Good
God.
work, Tom.
I mean,
Good,
I'll
we
roll
got the
for it
one
if you
out of
want
the
it.
way.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep.
No, Hugo.
No, would it make more sense to roll the dice twice, or would it just be less dramatic?
I think it's less dramatic.
I have
so
to. I have to
I'm
stay
gonna
in
say
here.
roll do the roll with advantage.
Come here. Come here.
You got this, Ash.
If you're just crying because you want to be with people, then I'm gonna put you back in the pen.
Yay!
Hey! Rolls in that 20. Well,
It was a
no,
16.
Yeah, it was
You
a
got
dirty
it,
20.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Dirty 21.
Dirty 21.
All right.
You would have gotten it either way,
And
Tom.
the party bursts into the tap room and demands drinks for Ash at 5 a.m.
Yeah, good. Well, it's about six now at this point.
Then it's drink
Even better.
o'clock, yeah.
Harmony, you find yourself being pulled out of the void and find yourself feeling weak and shaky on the floor of one of the bedrooms of Blue Water Inn.
She probably draws a sudden, ragged, pained gasp and bolts upright in bed, kind of frantically scrambling. Probably,
I say Doc just automatically has a drink.
she appears probably as though she is like just kind of flailing around her, attempting to fight off invisible attackers. And then, upon finding none and realizing the sensation that she's feeling, she kind of like, again, is breathing like, and kind of is looking around and gathering.
You're back, you're good.
And she probably sees Ash first, and she kind of like reaches up to like kind of touch Ash and like touch herself and be like,
Ash gives you a big bear hug. She just pulls you in at that point.
and she just kind of, her first ragged gasp would be like, "Am I alive or are you all dead?" And then she kind of looks around and gets more bearings in like the room. And is Arena there too? Did she stay for the
She's in the
ritual?
corner.
She just kind of like she probably just like kind of realizes that she's actually back this time as opposed to just in some spiritual form, and however uncomfortable it is, she probably like buries her face into Ash's neck, shoulder, whatever the most available surface is, and to be perfectly honest, probably just starts crying a little bit. And
Oh, Ash is already bawling.
right, and she probably just kind of weeps.
Winley.
Yeah, go ahead.
I say Winley will come over and like put a hand on her shoulder and just say, "Welcome back to the land of the living."
She will kind of like, she'll instinctively, and this is nothing against Winley, but like the external touch sort of makes her like violently like flinch away, and then she realizes that it was Winley, and she like kind of reaches up to like kind of clasp her hand a little bit, and just kind of is wordlessly, she's attempting to like convey her gratitude without, for once, Harmony's a bit speechless, or yeah, she doesn't have much to say at the moment. She's kind of trying to get back in, regain her bearings after what she's kind of was experiencing post-death. And she'll kind of like look around and see Doc and Mina. And is Sunny here as well?
Sunny's outside, and Mina's probably just like poking her head in the door.
Sees Arena. And
I was like, Doc was here when the spell was being cast, so he probably just offers his thieves' tools back up to Harmony with a friendly wink.
She kind of chuckles and reaches out to take them, and kind of comments something like, "I'll be more careful with them next time." And we'll
There's probably a scuff mark on it from when there was very obviously some bloods had to be cleaned off of it.
and she will kind of like look down at her own body. Is it like, does the wounds are all healed and stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay. So she's not like full of like scars and bite marks and stuff
No,
like that.
just 1 hit point.
Right. Let me.
1 hit point and a -4 penalty to everything.
Oh, great. Yikes. Is that exhaustion or is that something different?
That's
Nope,
the
that is
raised dead
raised
penalty.
dead.
Okay.
How long does that last?
So,
So you regain 1 of the negative points for every long rest.
so who is up for a long rest?
I mean, it kind of makes sense. It was a long
Just
night.
Did all night.
Yeah.
Like we've been going hard
Pulled a
for almost
little
24
all
hours
night.
at this point. And like,
Does shit? What's the spell? Lesser Restoration help with that at all?
No.
I mean, I think the spell literally says that it's.
Yep. Okay. All attack roll, saving throws, and ability checks. Great. Okay. Let me see. I'll start plugging that into character sheet.
Sure.
Presuming
Presuming you're all taking a long rest immediately, you can start that at -3, but that's
Okay.
assuming you're all taking a long rest immediately.
Take
I'm done.
15 health HP back.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think a long rest sounds good. We have been.
We're here.
We've
Let's do it.
literally been
Yeah.
up for 24 hours at this
Yeah.
point, I think.
Yep.
Like, we're all going to have to start making exhaustion rolls.
I'm
in a bit
super
anyway.
into that.
No!
We're in a comfy inn.
Do I remember everything from when I was a ghost?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay. I would probably go through, because are we paid up on the inn, the...
You're paid up through the night that you're currently technically occupying, so your checkout's supposed to be,
Okay,
today, quote unquote.
So, I mean, I'm doing okay for my overall, like, class resources, so I would probably go around and at least make sure we're all paid up on everything for at least another couple days for the inn, the wagon, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So, I'm going to go out and do that real quick. An escort would be appreciated, but isn't necessarily required.
Harmony's not going to offer. If that's
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, you rest.
someone else, obviously. Yes.
Winley can come with if you don't want to go alone.
With the scene you made at 2 different gates, that might not be wise.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
So you want to ask Mina to go with you? is what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
Mina-
Are you
Ash, I
going
guess.
out the gate?
No, he's.
No,
Well-
I'm just going around town, and an escort would be appreciated because, shit happens.
Yeah, we'll go with you.
Alright.
We're down.
Okay.
We're not that bad off.
I'll stay with Harmony at the end.
That's fair.
Okay. So you're just topping off the...
Yeah, just topping off the wagon, the inn, see if there's any scuttlebutt going on, but not going out of my way to pursue said scuttlebutt. Just,
non-ominous DM dice rolls.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
The stockyard is just starting to kind of wake up when you pop out there to pay up, but they happily take your coin.
How much for, say, 2 more days?
4 silvers.
4 silvers? Okay.
And then coming back to the Blue Water, unless you go anywhere else.
Because we don't have the resource. Because I know at some point I said I wanted to. Words. Investigate like using this renting out space in the smithy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any active projects I need for that right now. I don't think. So.
Up to you.
Well, I'll duck my head in there and at least say, hey, I don't have any active projects going on right now. Like, if I needed to rent some space, what would you want? What would you charge for that?
Sure. Well, the blacksmith in town is actually just next to the Ourside.
Right, which is why I
Stockyards.
was asking
Yeah.
when I was there.
So it's a place called the Cracked Anvil, which is already seems to be kind of kicking up for the morning.
Sure.
There's a man currently working at getting the kind of the
bellows
coals heated up and
going,
whatnot.
yeah.
He introduces himself as Dimitri and lets you know that you could make use of the smithy for 5 gold pieces per day.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
I mean,
that's
is
reasonable.
there, as we're walking around, do we see anything that looks like worth checking out? Do we seem to have any context for why the human head's on the wall?
Not as of yet.
Can we walk around and
Sure.
like I guess I don't really want to ask around about it, but just kind of listening, looking at what the posters are saying now, like try to figure that out.
Sure. So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Sure.
Silos.
You wanna, or do you wanna?
I've had the s'mores and-
Do you want to help on yours?
Toss the recycling, please.
What's your bonus on investigation?
Probably better than yours.
Yeah. So why don't you just take the help action on
Sure.
looking around?
Oh, good calling me help action there.
Well, you notice a couple of different things. Number one, the number of kind of all will be well Laws of Vallaki posters have tripled in your absence.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Including the new provision, which seems to be kind of printed
Hastily
on the new
scribbled.
versions as well as scribbled onto old versions, stating all weapons must be left outside the gates. In addition to those sorts of parts of it, as part of your kind of walkabout or your exploration coming through the square, the stocks are full, and there are 3 separate headsman's blocks around the fountain presently.
Okay.
Getting to work.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
That sucks.
let's maybe
Let's
not
not-
linger
Yeah,
here
yeah.
longer than we need to.
We are
Like,
we are people of
looks-
note, and I
yeah.
don't want to be noteworthy.
Looks
so-
down at the wolf. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's head back to the blue water.
Yep.
Okay.
Back before shit happens to us, because it inevitably will. If we stay out too
And let's be together. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Coming back to the blue water, sort of as you come in, notably, and you've been here many days, many nights previously, there's not a roaring breakfast trade going on. The commons room is entirely empty, but for Danica behind the bar, who seems to be busying herself in the act of scrubbing a already clean glass.
Oh, have they finally run out of booze? I'll ask. Like, not doing the brisk breakfast trade you usually do at this hour.
She sighs and shakes her head. Between the sweeps going on the last 8 or 2 and running out of the taps, there's no business to be had.
Fair enough. We trouble you for some food at the very least, or
We didn't make any, to be frank.
Okay, that's fine.
We could certainly scrap something up for you. Don't want to be inhospitable. Although we should talk about the next few days of boarding if you intend to keep staying.
Oh yeah, I know. What do you want for the?
Well, to be perfectly frank, the drinks have somewhat subsidized the room rates up to this point. Unfortunately to say, we don't have that available to us, so we'd have to be asking for at least 10 gold pieces a night.
Fucking hell. We may have to go check out the situation with the red dragon sooner rather than later. If
The crush, the wine,
the wine.
Oh, yeah.
We need to figure out the wine.
We need to get
Was
How
it
far
a-
away
get
is
the
the bone
drinks going.
grinder from here? Maybe we should start sleeping at that property we own instead of.
It's also kind of in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And
Is the
creepy.
problem?
But it has walls.
Creepy as
and
hell.
creepy as hell. Yes.
10 gold a night, though.
I mean, it is a
No,
lot.
yeah.
I came down here for food, and there's no food, so I'm going back upstairs.
I mean, you have any spell slots left for Goodberry, or
Yeah, I mean, I do have Goodberry. You want
Winley
a
also
Goodberry,
has
Ash?
some food as well.
like we have food. Like,
Well, we're paid up through tonight, so we could just not pay and just make that a tomorrow problem, I guess.
I mean, 8 hours puts us at what, noon at this
About
point?
1 o'clock.
About 1 o'clock. So we do a long rest and then head out and see where that gets us.
I mean,
Is Esmeralda staying with us? Like, did she go off to do her own thing? Like, what's her
Well,
deal?
so you both made yourselves busy, kind of coming in here. Gertruda came into the village with you, but Esmeralda stayed at the gates and did not come in after you.
Oh, because she didn't want to disarm, did she?
Nope.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
at worst, I do have the long rest. Or the
No,
hut
I-
ritual. So.
I understand the long resting is kind of non-negotiable at this stage.
No, I know. Sorry, I meant I have the tiny hut ritual,
So you go
so
outside and
we're not committed to staying here.
I mean, I think in a long rest right here and now. would be
Right,
good.
yes, I think
If I'd
we-
known we were leaving Esmeralda behind, we might have touched base with her to figure out what her plans were. So Gertruda came in, Esmeralda stayed out.
Yep.
Can we just retroactively say, like, ask where she was going, like what her plans were?
To the tower.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. So I mean, and
Definitely did not blow up your cart.
we literally already had that conversation.
I know.
Sorry. So I would vote long rest, thence to the. Well, the tower isn't in the same direction as the winery, as the vineyard, correct? As far as we've been told.
They're both up to the west.
Okay, so we could do that, pick up Esmeralda, and then. Yeah.
What do we need to do with Esmeralda?
I mean, she's an ally, and it'd be good to keep her around at the very least.
Okay.
Especially, yeah.
I didn't think there was anything that we had actually committed to
What are
doing
we-
for or with
what
her.
are we doing with Gertrude?
Yeah, did she stay with us, or did she just kind of go her own way? Like,
She went her own way as soon as you came into the city.
so she's just fucking gone. Okay. Well, think that the majority of the party feels like that's our obligation to her served anyway. So,
I wrote a letter to her mom.
Okay. Anyway, in regards to our not rent, but in regards to our lodgings, we're gonna get some rest, and I'll touch base with the crew, and then we'll go from there and figure out what we want to do.
Okay.
Like, I figure we're probably gonna be good for another night or two if it comes right down to it, if we have no better options. But
Yeah.
but we'll discuss and get back to you on that.
What's our? Since we're, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
She just upon relating it to her, she kind of gives you a meek smile. We'd certainly love to have you stay.
Oh, absolutely. No, I understand you've got a business to run. Like, I don't hold this against you or anything. Like, Doc, being technically a business owner himself, understands. So,
What is our, when we're all kind of back together, what is our money situation right now?
I mean, I haven't really been holding on to money, and
I don't expect it that much.
Winley has 72 gold.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sitting on like 140.
Tom,
something.
did you see my question in the group
I
chat
have 14.
or in the chat?
And then whatever. for the
153 and
back.
a handful of silver.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So,
Harmony
we're
has
doing all right.
plenty of gold. I don't know if Ash spent any. She might have on resurrection material.
and a little
Did she
bit
spend
buying
on?
you cold
Yeah,
weather.
that one.
Cold weather gear. That's right.
I spent it on cold weather gear, so I think we were charged 10 gold.
Yep.
with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, then Harmony has 131 gold at the moment. Per.
So
I did all my math before I posted my inventory in the
Yeah.
forum, so
Yes.
Harmony's not. I mean, yeah. 10 gold's very exorbitant for what we're getting out of an in-stay.
But if,
But if
we,
we have
if
to,
we have to,
yeah.
it's not onerous
Yeah,
at
not
the
that-
moment.
not that
I would rather
difficult.
spend 10 gold on something else, but again, if we'd rather have a place where we can keep the kids and keep Arena and
I mean, I think it might be best if we could figure out a way to convince Irina to stay at the church, since we know that's a.
or at least we think
Hallowed.
it's
That was
safe.
my plan to begin with, but you guys were like, "Oh, she's fine at the end." And
I
I'm
mean,
like, "All right."
I think Strahd literally saying, "Oh yeah, you have her just kind of hold up at the inn in Valaki, don't ya?" is probably a good cue to okay, maybe we should be putting a little
something
more
else
effort
with her,
into.
yeah.
into
let's
her
like
keeping
set her
safe.
up a nice little apartment down next to those bones.
You live
nice
in
and
this
safe.
hidden
Yeah.
reliquary
next
down
to the
here now.
next to the reliquary. Yeah.
So I think all of that comes down to we're going to take a long rest immediately
Yes.
and then decide what we're doing next.
Yep.
Right? To sum that up.
I actually got my level up bonuses finally.
Well, you are all able to long rest, and so it is now ye olde 2 p.m.
So do you remind me again? I should look this up. When you replenish all hit points on a long rest, but you only get like half your hit dice back if you've spent them.
Let's double check instead of just remembering or
I'm
assuming.
like
I did
90%
not
sure
know
it's
that. I
the
thought
half
you
your hit
guys
dice
got-
back.
No,
I
I
thought
know
you got them
that
all
you
back.
don't get everything back on a long rest. And I know explicitly it's like half your spent hit dice or something like that.
Which is
You
perhaps
regain
why.
all lost hit points. You also regain spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half your character's total number.
Okay. So you can get up to. So we're 6th levels. You can get up to
Three.
3 hit dice back.
Which
But-
it's almost like I spent exactly that number deliberately.
Do you get them back, or is it saying
You get them back.
okay?
You could, if you didn't use all of them, you can still replenish them.
Right,
At the end of
gotcha.
a long rest, a character regains all lost hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half the character's total number of them, minimum
Okay.
1 die.
I just
So I have all.
I mean, I probably passed out almost immediately after coming back to life, beyond just like the tearful sort of realizing
Literally falls
alive
asleep
again.
in Ash's arms.
Yeah, probably something like that. How do I sleep?
Poorly.
Yeah,
You,
imagine
you,
so.
You feel like you are as sick as you've ever been.
Yeah, I imagine that -3 wasn't just
No.
for show.
No, I mean, akin to having a very severe flu is your current state of feeling.
I do have a vision. Great. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, I mean, but as far as dreams, nothing worth. Okay. Well, that's about as good as you could ask for, I guess, in terms of.
Perhaps too exhausted for that shit.
Yes, perhaps. But this is like different than a level of exhaustion.
Hey Tom,
Yes.
I have an extra infusion, and I don't have anything I feel super strongly about using it on right now. So go ahead and take +1 for a artificer infusion on your armor.
I
Is
didn't
that
realize.
permanent?
It is until I move it to something else if I need it.
So I just have a +1 to AC.
Right. I'm assuming that's not a already plus anything armor. I don't remember.
Nope.
I don't think it was. No.
It was masterwork, right? But it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was masterwork, but not.
Yep.
Not special.
So really quick, because I know I'm definitely going to forget this, I'm just going to say it so everyone can remind me if they want it. But my 6th level feature, I roll a d20 and on even, which is what I got whenever a creature can see me within... that I can see within 30 feet of me is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check. I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and add it to the total number. So at any point if someone is like, hey, I would need to roll higher,
Nice.
just remind me I can do that.
Sweet. And
Only
all it
3
costs-
times,
Oh,
but-
only 3 times. And it costs
Yeah.
you a reaction, but that's... Who cares?
Yes.
Who cares?
It's equal to the number of my proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Sweet.
First thing, when I wake up, I would like to cast Gift of Alacrity, and it's probably more like just trying to like get a little more like pep in my step, trying to overcome the just sluggishness that is suffusing. Yeah, probably feel pretty bone tired. Do we have an order we wake up in necessarily? I imagine
No.
mine's last.
No.
Okay.
Nino probably wakes up early.
I mean, she still gets a long rest.
It's still
I
2
probably
p.m.
would
but-
too, just because of years of being with the military.
I guess technically you only need to sleep 6 hours unless we're posting a watch, which we're not.
I don't.
Well, we did.
I don't think we had. No, I don't think we had.
You have not so far in.
I
I don't see any reason that we would at the inn. Like, it's been safe so far.
Sort of the perk of the inn.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Once we're all awake, I mean, is our first priority now dealing with getting Arena somewhere to stay? Like, what's next on our list?
I think that's probably the most immediate thing, but also, like, Arena's a grown-up. We can just leave her some money if we need to. Be like, if we're not back from whatever we're doing, she can kind of figure that out herself, Maybe you can go stay at the church, maybe,
but- I mean, I think, given the hints of Strahd's major domo, here doesn't feel like the best place to keep her anymore.
Sure.
It almost felt like we'll let you off of the warning this time.
Right.
But
I'm just thinking from the perspective of we have a bunch of other stuff that's fairly time sensitive. Maybe we just give her some money and say, you should go stay at the church or see if there's another inn or whatever. Right. If you can't, here's some money for another night in case we're not back from checking on the
do we have
the
another
barrel
reason
shipments.
to go to the church?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's tick off the list here. What do we have? We have freaking Myrtle. We have to figure if we're not staying here, especially.
We should probably
got-
just drop them off.
We've got the 2 kids,
We've got the werewolf kids.
the werewolf kids.
I don't know what we
the-
plan to do with that, but that's fairly
the
time
missing
sensitive.
drinks from the inn,
Right.
which is becoming now more
More
time
pressing.
sensitive.
We have theoretically we have finding a new priest for the village.
I suspect we're gonna have to end up in Kresk,
Tresk, I think.
Yeah.
Kresk.
Kresk.
We're
And
gonna have to end
then-
up there anyway, so we might. That's on our list as well. It's
Well, did we have another reason to go there if Harmony or if I'm back?
I don't think so.
Ash, what did you
I
say about?
suspect we'll end up with some other plot hooks over there.
I think the only other thing was whether or not we wanted to find Gertrude and try to do
We
something else
do
with her.
also have the power struggle, and Dan, thanks for posting the. Oh, look, Sherlock! Wow, I haven't seen you before. We also do have the power struggle between Lady Wachter and the Burgomaster.
Yeah.
I don't know if-
and the weird shit we found in his house.
Well, of course.
That's that is.
So that I mean,
And the
we do
club.
owe Lady Wachter a follow up if we're still
Yeah.
on her side. I can't imagine that anything we saw at the Burgomaster's house or anything we've come back to after leaving
us
has
to her.
has made us more on the Burgomaster's side. So we've got that to deal with.
Yeah,
in
we've got
town.
a variety of things to do.
Right, and then there's there's also Casimir did ask for help with restoring his sister to life. But
Right.
That felt more. I mean, again, we're in terms of priority. The biggest red button issue seems to be the kids who are currently being held captive by the
werewolves.
werewolves.
Yeah, I would say the werewolves, and then I think secondarily figuring out
Right.
the booze.
And I think
shipment.
we've missed our chance, at least as a player. My estimation is we've sort of missed our chance to try to go back with Emil, because if we were going to get Emil, we would have gotten him while we were at Castle Ravenloft, and we intentionally made the decision not to try to get him too, and
We
just to get
cashed
out
out while we had
Yep.
the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And
I
that
think, it kind of comes down to we kind of got to try and go get those kids out of there
Right.
before the next full
When
moon.
we were there the first time was, 2 days ago?
At Ravenloft? Or
No, with the werewolves.
Werewolves? Technically 2 days
2 days ago?
You had
Okay.
a very long night.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you got 8 days. But
Okay. That's what I was determining. How long do we have before the next full moon?
Mina would still like to go
think-
and deal with that. As
I
Yes.
think the werewolf situation
In
is the
character,
highest
Harmony
priority.
is very much like still worried about that. I mean, she's worried about a lot of things. She just died.
That's
You've
fair.
had other shit on your
But in
mind.
terms of like pressing, like we made the excuse, we were able to talk ourselves into going back.
Yeah.
And and not immediately after we killed the alpha Kirill, going back to try to save the kids. But now it's like we don't really, in character, it's like we don't have an excuse. There's
Right.
nothing else we can do.
Right.
We didn't get the alpha out of Strahd, out of Ravenloft.
Yeah.
That was
That
only
was our only lead to where he might be.
right. He's
So-
probably there, but we didn't get him, and we're not going back to
Yeah.
Ravenloft.
So to recap, let's go with convince Irina to go to the church and just kind of hang out there. Then the tower to get Esmeralda, then the werewolf cave to resolve the werewolf situation.
What tower is she at?
She's at the wizard
Van
tower that
Richten's.
we killed the alpha
Well,
at.
did she say she was going back there?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
That's on the
right,
way,
That's right.
sort
Yeah,
of.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's fine. That's fine. See if she wants
Ash,
to come with
Ash. First of all, just kind of curious about your input on this situation in general. But second of all, no. Second of all, you were saying something about freaking Myrtle a few minutes ago.
I still don't know why we don't just give them to the orphanage.
Well, we were worried about what the state of the orphanage was.
Right, but we took care of the Shadow child, and we know where the other orphan kids
We
are.
resolved-
Yeah, I think
Right.
the only
Well,
other
now
thing was
the-
the
yeah.
headmistress. There was something
No,
about her.
well, I think we were hesitant about like the unresolved issue with the sick guy. I forget his name,
Right.
the one
He
who
got
ended up
better after we
stealing the
killed
bones. But
Right.
yeah, it seems like
I mean, if it's on the way, I think it's fine to drop the kids off at the orphanage.
I think.
Although she
yeah.
also said that, like, if they had parents, like, they couldn't really take them or something. I remember having a conversation, and she was like, well, if their parents are alive, you should take them back
We
to their
don't know
parents or
if
something
they
like
have
that.
parents alive or not, so we just won't say anything about that. And if that person wants to follow
Well,
up to find
well, we
out
already said it.
parent, that's not our job. That's an orphanage.
Agreed.
I listened back to that episode, and she said we can take them for now, but we will have to check in with their parents at some point
Yeah.
because we're an
Okay.
orphanage, not a hotel.
That sounds great.
That sounds
sounds
great.
like a
It's
perfect,
perfect.
service for an orphanage to fulfill.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas we
Yeah.
are an adventuring party. So let's go kill
But
werewolves. is what
we're
I'm
the
trying to say.
heroes of the realm. We
Yes.
need to solve all the problems.
Okay, fair. That's
So,
true.
yeah, I think drop off the children, swing by the tower, see if Esmeralda wants to go with us, and then to the werewolf cave. Yes.
Tower's on the way anywhere, and tell Arena.
And Doc will find any excuse he can to visit that tower.
On the way out, we should tell Arena, hey, we don't think the inn's a safe place for you to necessarily stay anymore. You'd probably be better off at the church if you're allowed to stay there.
But let's toss her a bag of. I mean, I'll give her some gold
Yeah,
if
for
no one
sure.
else will.
We can
I don't
all-
At
have
least
to
enough
Right.
for a night or two.
If the church tries to send her away, we can leverage the fact that we, return the
Save their
bones to
asses.
them.
Right, exactly.
Actually,
I think we can call in at least one
They
favor
weren't able to
with
give
that.
us any kind
Well,
of boons
you
before,
guys
so
can.
this is
Yeah.
a boon we're requesting now.
Okay. How much are you leaving her with?
I only have 14 gold.
Is it enough for 2 days?
Uh,
Surely we'll be
I'll-
back, like...
I'll ante up the 20 gold.
Okay.
Harmony makes a show of reaching for her gold bag,
Yeah,
but then
sure,
doesn't say
sure.
anything. Or wait, I do.
Anything else folks want to do in town before you start heading west, or
Drop off the children.
okay? So they're willing to take them without issue. They seem appreciative for all that you've done related to the bones, apparently. So with that, she doesn't make any sort of fuss about finding the parents.
I will. Do the kids? Do they ever seem to like? I know they probably
They
are
mellow out.
closest with Arena because she spent the most time with them. Do they seem okay around us?
They seem okay around you. Notably, they have that sort of somber, cold
Yeah.
affect you've encountered
Right.
amongst people here.
I'll kneel down when we're about to leave. Harmony's probably still kind of unsteady a little on her feet and definitely not feeling great. But she makes an effort of kind of summoning some willpower to talk to the kid, and she kind of kneels down to freaking Myrtle and kind of leans in close, now listen, I need you guys to look after things around here, all right? We know how capable you are, we know how smart you are. You're survivors, and there's been some trouble around here, so we need you guys to keep everything shipshape while we're out of town, okay?
They kind of give you polite smiles, but don't seem to really take it to heart.
Okay. All right. And I'll kind of unsteadily clamber back to my hooves. Do you give me the cold weather gear?
Yes.
Probably a audible chuckle at that, and happily drapes it over herself.
Okay. Any other errands in town?
I took care of my side thing.
Yeah.
So.
Casimir wasn't at the Blue Water, right?
He was not.
Okay, that's fine.
To the tower, then?
We're planning on coming back.
Yep, tower.
Okay. Easy enough. Well, then let me move you onto yonder regional map once more. Ta-da!
And to avoid the drama, I can do whatever I want for the in terms of the infusions. So I'm actually going to say I did swap out which bag is the bag of holding and swap stuff out just to.
Just because.
Make it
How
look
long
a
does
little
that take?
I mean, it just says when after a rest I can touch a thing and it is infused. So
The duration.
yeah,
of
I was
rest.
gonna say.
Right, I just mean how long does swapping everything out of one bag
I mean, it
into
doesn't
the
take
other
no
bag
time,
take?
man. I don't know.
He
Just turn one
Yeah,
upside
yeah.
down over top of the other.
Yeah, you kind of.
It
You
takes
kind of.
gravity
You
time.
kind of pull the
Well,
the mouth
so
of one over the
technically,
other,
technically, I
and
end the
double.
infusion on one, which means everything just kind
Everything
of warps
poofs
out.
And you're just like frantically catching it. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
It's one.
It's
one way to
adventure
approach it.
Tetris.
Yeah,
It's one way to approach it.
yeah,
Not a bad.
Right, right, right. Anyway.
All right. Let me go ahead and start your yonder travels here.
Initiative's an ability check, right?
I don't
I think it is.
think it is because I don't think you can like guidance someone's initiative.
Or
No.
can you? Yes, apparently it is. An dexterity ability
You
check.
dared to dream.
Because I think it does. I think I knew it was because I get my Jack of all trades modifier applies to it. So
That's cool. Yeah.
Um,
That is a potentially really bossy use of guidance.
if you got nothing else to spend it on,
Good.
But then you would have to know it was coming.
Right, but if you were like in a creepy dark cave and it felt like something was, or if you like hear the
Yeah.
marching
Pausing for a
goblins.
moment.
Sorry.
You have reached a crossroad. Do you want to head northwest or south?
Towards the tower?
Mhm.
So north, I believe.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, north.
This way.
would
It's
that?
right over here. Yeah.
Sorry to barge in here, Dan. Would that passive that -4 modifier do passive ability checks count as ability like
Yes.
passive? Okay, just wanted to.
Also -3, not -4 now.
You're right. You're so correct.
But if you want to
kind of-
keep it, we can do that.
No, that's fine. Fun as that seems.
Okay. By about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have reached the tower, which I will move you on to momentarily.
Oh, so we're gonna be encountering the werewolves at night. Cool.
Awesome.
We planned this out well.
But it's not the full moon yet.
True.
There's a balance. It's all part of the plan, maybe?
Do we talk about anything on the way there?
What do you want to talk about?
I mean, to be perfectly honest,
Uncharacteristically quiet was my
Yeah.
assumption from.
yes, very much so. So that was my main curiosity. If anyone engages.
Probably like trying to respect your
Where you've been.
process of like recovery
Okay,
right now.
that was mainly just checking.
I
She's
mean,
very much keeping to herself.
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
Otherwise engaged.
I mean, like definitely casting a glance over at you from time to time, and checking in that way. But Mina doesn't ask you anything.
She's laboring, but she's alive.
Good to have you back. Maybe I'll toss one of those over at you.
Always appreciated. Good to be back.
Ash is probably trying to stick close to Harmony without making it look like she's trying to keep close to Harmony.
Roll a deception check.
Yes, clerics are known
And-
for their deception.
To be clear, like Mina internally
Right.
is very curious. Like, would love to ask Harmony, like, where were you? Like, what was the afterlife like? You know, but it feels pretty fresh. So
I also figured we'd probably have asked some of that stuff while we were walking around the castle.
I'll say, also, didn't the ghost
I guess
Harmony
Ghost
say,
Harmony
there's
could
nothing,
explain-
oh god.
That's true.
Well, the ghost wasn't in a particularly good place.
I mean, that's fair.
It'd be good to check in with Corporeal Harmony about it as well, but again,
At some point. That was my main
Don't want to push the issue
Respect
either.
your process.
Or if we're
Yeah.
discussing plans for, I guess we're getting to the tower first, and that'll shape the plans.
Well, you're at the tower. So.
Yeah, we sure are.
So why did we come here again? To find
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda and see if she wants to do some
Werewolf
good old-fashioned
hunting.
werewolf
We
hunting.
might not need to hunt them.
True.
We're probably gonna need to
Potentially.
hunt.
Okay,
I
well,
love the flaming cart. That's new.
Are you
Does it-
serious?
so is the cart actually on fire? Or is that? Just
I mean, you blew it up.
It exploded.
Yeah,
So it's probably not
so probably
still
just
on
probably
fire,
just a smoking crater
Right,
at this
right.
point.
Yeah.
Do,
Can't delete it. So
do we see? Are there signs of occupancy here?
there are lights in the upper windows.
Okay.
Right, do the dance.
Maybe,
I was-
not just knock on the door. Didn't it like lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
last
have to do
time,
the.
so-
if you give us
Hey,
the-
Esmeralda, did you turn the lightning
I was gonna
thingy
say,
back
just yell
on?
at her. Can we,
Just shout up.
disarm your alarm
Turn on
system,
the side
please?
of it.
Yeah, nobody responds from inside.
Okay, I do the courtesy dance of whatever. I don't.
Is this
How did that go again?
No.
Is
Sunny
the
will
scaffolding
howl
still
really
falling
loud.
over?
Yeah, the scaffolding is still ruined.
Yeah. So we can't like shout. She doesn't seem to hear us if we
No.
Well, Duck did the dance.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah.
duck dances.
Yep. Door opens.
Okay, well, go in and is the elevator on this
Esmeralda
level?
probably
No.
was watching and just wanted to see Doc do the
It's
dance.
true.
I asked the statue if they can lower the elevator for us, please.
They oblige and begin to pull the platform down.
I mean, I'm gonna wait outside with Sunny. Just bad memories from this
Yeah,
tower.
that's fair.
So.
Winley will call upstairs to Esmeralda
I
and
mean,
make sure that
I
she's
already
like.
tried that, and yeah.
But from outside, from inside, is there a response?
No.
Haven't met
Wendy doesn't love this.
haven't really. Esmeralda couldn't see. Yeah.
No.
Uh,
No one could.
Gonna stay outside.
No one could.
Gonna
see.
stay outside.
Yeah.
Except for the guy who freaking stabbed me
One
in the
person.
back.
One person.
The guy, the next guy we met after the DM told me to stop asking. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of slump against the wall and kind of like sink to the ground and
Still
like.
kind of feeling out of
Yeah.
sorts, I assume.
Whatever the equivalent of a -3 on everything is. Yeah, I'm feeling that out of sorts.
It doesn't feel good.
No.
Well, the platform lowers down to the first floor as requested.
All right, Ash, you want to go get ambushed by whatever at the top of this thing?
Winley's gonna
Sure,
stay by
anyone
the
coming with me?
Yep, let's go go see what's up with Esmeralda.
Okay. You are able to take the platform up without event to the top floor, and as you go here, you have little brief glimpses of the floors as you've been before. Please stop moving so I can move you.
Trying to get that glimpse of the floor.
I was saying, I haven't actually been on any of
I'm
these
gonna
other
ask
floors.
you to stop moving so I can move you.
I am at some point going to move my character through these just so
I'm
I
gonna
can
murder you. Stop
I'm
moving.
not now. I said eventually. Jesus.
Don't even touch that mouse pad.
I was not going to do it at this moment on pain of death. I understand that. God damn.
Yeah, you've reached the top floor. The reason for Esmeralda's lack of response is quite evident, as she
fully
is very
asleep.
clearly passed out in the canopy bed up here, and does not seem to have taken any notice of your arrival.
Is there like booze bottles all around and stuff?
No, she's clearly dumped her gear and kind of unceremoniously on the floor, and is currently curled up in the canopy bed.
I'm not interrupting her.
I know her propensity of throwing axe when she's startled. Does she have an axe or a sword to hand?
Make a perception check.
I mean,
She
I'm sure,
definitely
like,
has.
she
She
definitely
absolutely has a dagger under her pillow.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
Doing the calculations of how long it took to get here from Valaki, when would her long rest be up?
You have no idea.
Because we don't know when she like.
Right,
Got
but
here.
like,
Actually,
if
or
she
just-
left,
she
make
might have like done
It's
something.
also a very meta thing to ask.
sure, you're right.
She's just snoozing. She's passed out.
But I mean, I'm not even in there, so I was asking.
And to
the
clarify,
player.
this is not the level with the library, correct?
No.
Like,
The
well,
doc-
okay, darn. I guess we have to wait for her to wake up. I'm gonna go hang out in the library.
This is your responsibility, Ash.
Thanks.
Wake her up.
Don't wake her up.
Did Winley not go inside?
Didn't she say she was stuck in the castle for
Winley
like
is
2 days?
inside,
or
but stayed
something
on the
like
first
that?
floor.
So, like, I would vote not to wake her up.
Well,
could just write a
would
note
she
on the
rather be
desk.
woken up now, or would she rather be woken up when we come sprinting back here being chased by werewolves for the second time?
So Winley's vote is either wake her up or we just go without her. I don't think we should just like sit here and wait for potentially up to 8 hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I could write her a note on
I
this.
want to
desk,
hang
I'm
out
sure
in the
that you can pay her.
library.
Yeah, I think writing her a note is fine and saying like, hey, we dropped by, we're going here to deal with some werewolves. If you wake up and want to try to catch up with us or come with us or whatever. I'm not entirely sure that I think she will want to, but...
Okay.
Just to add a little flavor
rather
to it, Doc's going to do one of his little tinkery magic things to leave an 8-second message of gonna go fight some werewolves. If you get this in the next however many hours, feel free to join.
Maybe with what time it is now,
Yeah.
just so she
Yeah.
Well,
knows.
yes, of course.
A location.
Yeah,
Well, I said that.
Yeah.
you put-
But if we
you
didn't
put
write like we stopped at, 2:30 p.m. or
directions to the
whatever.
cave.
Yeah. The cave that looks like a terrifying werewolf mouth.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
Yeah.
So write her a note and then head to the cave, I guess.
Oh, I can also put a static visual effect on one of the object surfaces. So I remember her having a basic map, so I just put a little circle on the map for where the werewolf.
But you
thing
could probably
is.
actually just draw that on.
I mean, it's her map. I don't want to put anything permanent on there, so
Very considerate of you.
Also, I mean, fuck it, I have the thing. I might as well.
Hey, he wants to show off.
Yeah, exactly. I want to show some class.
Okay. Any
Literally.
other side tours or errands while you're at the tower, or heading straight for the werewolf?
And Doc looks longingly at the library as he goes back down the elevator,
Whimpers a little bit as he passes.
doing the.
Just like Monroe
Healthy
staring at the cat.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, then we'll move. No, I will click on the wrong thing.
As it's going down, quickly swaps out a couple books that he'd been reading on the trail, like as
Shoving
it's.
him into bag of holding. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to head up the east or the west way around the lake?
The way we already went, I feel.
You've, been
Yeah.
probably
you've
the-
done a full lap around the lake, so.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
And
Down-
it's
down-
this thing is
I say
the
my vision is fucked up then because I don't see a full.
Down south from this way, I'd say.
down to the
Yeah.
bridge and then thence to the.
Yep. Agreed.
Thence?
It's great.
Then
It was perfect.
Vents.
I liked it. I liked it. Which I believe I think the cave is this thing.
I assumed it was.
Cave is like this way. We don't have it on the map
Oh, I
anymore.
can't-
Really, I thought it was this right here.
Is it that?
Doc is correct.
Hey.
I thought it was like here-ish.
No, because we'd have line of sight if we'd gone that far.
Well, you arrive at the cave just shy of about 6 p.m. As the sun is beginning to set in the distance, and we poof ourselves onto yonder werewolf map.
Now, are we going in stealthily? Are we going to try and talk? Like, what's the game plan here?
Well,
I say we approach and see if the guard situation is the same as far as I forget the name of the guy who was sympathetic to our cause last time.
the old
The
man.
former elf.
Yeah. I don't remember what his name was.
Scans.
Scans.
Yeah, because he was on guard, or him and his ladies, his faction was on guard last time. So if that's the situation again, then we could potentially get a word in with him in private to figure out the
Were the squares
situation.
messed up last time too? Or?
Well, and we know
Oh,
that Kirill isn't here.
Right, but we know his
Because he
mate
did.
was just as aggressive
Also-
as him,
Yeah.
and she's probably the other obvious candidate for taking
Leadership.
power. But we know that we have the entrance. We were told last time that if there was light in the coming out of the top thing, the top opening, that meant Kirill was there. And I assume that would mean his mate was there. Where we climbed up last time. There was the crevice that we
Above
entered, that
that.
you guys entered through, and then above that there was a landing.
Up
Yeah.
there with their ledge.
Right.
Yeah.
So if there's light in that landing, that would probably mean there's no hunting party out.
There is light on that.
Okay,
landing, it's
probably no
over.
hunting party out. My checks are not up to the par they usually were, but I could try to approach.
I mean, we could have our ranger and our druid sneak in, and
Right.
because you're a more better propensity for stealth in this situation,
Yeah.
and not rolling at a -3.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
So-
we definitely don't just want to go in guns blazing.
Well,
right,
You know, like,
yeah.
so
But we do have Kirill's head. I mean, if we need to prove we killed him.
Yeah.
Whittling
Are we
has
just
Kirill's
trying
head.
to sneak in to see like what the
I
situation
mean, I think we
is?
should see what the situation
Right.
is and then
Okay.
go from
Before
there.
approaching.
So you don't want me to try to walk through the front
I'm
door
thinking,
yet?
I'm thinking either Lizard Winley and or Sneaky Ranger go in and try to get a sense of the situation.
Going through the crevice probably makes more sense than trying to
Probably,
walk
yeah.
through the front
Probably,
door.
Through the
Yeah.
crevice, yeah.
And then the rest of us just kind of chill out here and see what the deal is.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'd go with you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll go into lizard mode.
Okay. Let's get some stealth checks.
Sneak around to the...
Is that from everybody or just from those two?
Only from people who are going in.
So as we approach the cave, there's not like an obvious guard out front.
Last time
not as you saw last time.
Right.
say, last time the wolves in the
They were-
yard were
Sorry, man,
further
I
on the
didn't
inside.
mean
Yeah,
to-
they were
to
inside.
leave you
the
behind
cave.
there.
Oh, no, that's okay. Doesn't... If we're going in through the crevice, wasn't that over here?
It is over there, so I wasn't sure if I'd left you or
that's
if you
like
hadn't.
No, it's okay. Do I need to make or do we, I guess, need to
And
make...
also, when I was suggesting
checks
stealth, I
to
assumed that
climb
you were
back
going to
up
get a
there?
lizard, whatever.
Athletics.
So I don't know if that gives any stealth, whatever.
Well, lizards have a climb speed. I don't know if you
Lizards
could
have
bring
a
a
climb
rope
speed,
up with you.
but
I mean, tiny lizard? Probably not.
Probably not.
do we still have? I mean, didn't we put
I think I
like-
need it.
a little climbing?
I would
mean,
I would
going
have
to
to
assume it's still
imagine that
there,
rope
yeah.
got removed.
Well, right,
I
but
think
like
a
the
16.
pythons and
I
whatever.
think a 16 made
Yeah, I mean,
also.
as you're contemplating the merits of putting a rope up again, he just
Okay.
climbs up.
Well, I'm a lizard, so I climb up as well.
Okay.
And Sunny remains down there.
We're like sketching out the. Did we leave the pythons there? I mean, it's like, fuck it!
Yep.
Go ahead and poof you over to the entrance.
And then, sorry, I'll throw out a...
Are we hanging out just at the base of where they climbed up? Or where are we?
I mean, I assumed we were
Let me
more or
just
less chilling
confirm
where I
that
currently am.
a
where
wizard
you
doesn't
currently
have
are.
better.
I am a key.
Oh, okay. I was there too, but I figure it makes more sense for us to be.
Closer
Well,
to
no, that makes sense because we don't want to call attention to the fact that they climbed up if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, Winley and Mina, you are able to reach the crevice overlooking the pool.
If I hop in Mina's pocket, will my stealth just be the same as hers?
Yes.
Harmony probably just
carry me?
Let it ride.
Harmony probably just slumps against the wall again and thinks maybe I should have offered to cast invisibility on somebody. Oh well.
Well,
Too late now.
yep.
Coulda,
we're-
shoulda, woulda.
And we're off.
Way too tired for that.
So yeah, I'll drop out of the... Well, I guess I'll...
Visibility doesn't require a roll.
I'll look down through the crevice, like what's going on in this pool room.
Nothing at present.
Okay.
Looks much as you left it last time you were here.
Well, there were people there last time, right? Or
No,
no, you're
Well,
right.
last time I was here.
Well, and there are also wolves kind of patrolling along there, if memory serves. So maybe chill out for a minute, see if they have like a patrol. going
Yeah, I'll
on.
definitely wait for at least a couple minutes, just kind
Not the
of.
backseat team stuff.
No,
too much.
it's a good call, and definitely something Mina would do. So waiting for a little bit to see if anything appears, any patrols or anything.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Ooh, I love those.
You notice a ballista aimed right at the crevice.
And how
That's
did I
probably
not-
nothing.
How did I not see that?
You sneak attack with it is the real question.
The question for the philosophers.
Yep. Sorry, my rolls are going
Backstab
slow.
with it.
There you go.
Mina, you don't hear anything or see anything. Winley, you do not see anything, but distantly, coming through the cave, you hear a very distant cracking sound.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Very difficult, but somewhere to the north.
Okay. I'll point that out to Mina. Can I recognize what it could possibly be?
No.
Like cracking like wood, or like something heavy stepping on stone, or like what kind of...
Probably
It's
something
a loud crack.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's go see if we can take a look at that.
Okay.
So I'll drop down out of the crevice, swimming across a pool. Doesn't sound super appealing right now, so Mina's gonna sneak over here again, like she did last time she was here.
Okay.
And creeps up the steps to see what she can see.
The steps to the right here.
Over here. Yeah. No, because
okay, yeah.
that's just kind of a dead end, so I want
Yeah.
to try to get around.
I just want to make sure I stay with you since I'm...
Yeah.
The much as they were when you last visited, two women in rags with spears are laying watching the mouth of the cave with a bell between them.
So, okay,
The
so
same
this-
two women?
It appears so.
This is where I kind of got fucked up last time. So, all right. Well, I didn't really... It went fine, but that's where they saw me. Okay, gonna back down.
That's probably
away.
a good sign, though, that it's the same guards.
Yeah. That seems good.
They came downstairs to Sherlock standing guiltily over a piece of sausage on the floor.
Sneaky,
Damn it, cat.
sneaky guy. Okay, well then I guess I kind of want to go like through the pool just because. But there's also like a cliff over here to climb up, isn't there?
It's like a 10-foot ledge above the water.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for the input.
You hear that sound
You got me,
in caves.
I don't know. I mean, I guess like, what do you think? Mina's gonna ask Winley, Lizard Winley.
Is there any way that Mina could, like, if Winley went first, put a rope or something along here so Mina could climb across easier without having to get in the water?
Yes.
Of course, I'm a lizard, so I guess I probably can't carry a rope. Unless I'm a very large.
That's true.
A large,
You
small
did
lizard.
do a misty step last time.
I misty stepped across the water, yeah. But I can't take Mina with me.
And you can't do that as a lizard either.
Yeah, and I can't cast spells.
Okay, well, fuck it. I mean, I
I
feel
did
like
swim
that's-
across the water at one point, so I would know how, it was like 40, I think you said, feet deep in the middle.
Yep.
So, how good of a swimmer is
Amazing.
Mina?
Not very strong. Not a very strong swimmer. I think I'm gonna try sneaking up and going around these two ladies.
Okay.
So I'll move back up here, and I'm gonna just try to creep around this outcrop.
Let's see if they hear or see you.
It's probably fine.
Pretty good stealth check you're riding, though.
They do not notice as you creep behind them.
Exhale slowly as I'm going down these
What all are you
stairs.
working with right now? I was downstairs while you were...
25, it looks
No,
like.
I mean, what,
Oh.
like, guards?
It's the same two ladies that were sitting up at the top of this first interior ledge last time. Is there anyone in this room that we've just kind of stepped
Yes,
down into?
there is a large gathering of wolves laying near a fire, and it appears that Scannis is sitting by the side of the fire, staring into it, somewhat perhaps lost in his thoughts.
Okay, I'd like to. Does the cracking sound? Is it coming from back there or further?
You
north?
didn't.
Further north.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear it.
But if I pointed it out, if I was like, hey, listen closely, this is what I'm hearing.
Can you talk in lizard form?
I can gesture.
You can't speak.
can-
Rangers have like
Speak
wild
to-
empathy.
yeah.
Oh, right.
You can
Yeah.
speak to beasts.
That's why they're
anyway,
such a good
so-
Yeah.
team.
Good
I do
hair.
love talking to lizards.
Lizard sign language.
Yep, exactly. Okay.
Doing the very tactical hand signs as a
Well,
lizard.
then I'd like to just ignore these wolves and slip further up into this.
Let's see if they notice you.
Yeah, sure. That's gonna go great.
Gotta roll a 20 eventually.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying, as the
It's
universe
true.
trends
None
towards
of them notice
entropy,
you.
Yay! I'm very sneaky.
as the universe trends towards entropy, so too do the enemy's die rolls trend towards
indeed,
20.
Indeed. All right, so slipping further north into this, just kind of trying to follow. Once I can hear the cracking sound, if I can hear it at a certain point, like just kind of trying to follow that because that seems conspicuous. But also, Mina knows. Well, and Winley was here last time too. I know the room that the kids were being held in, so I guess ultimately that's. I'm not going to like go past that.
And we've seen the guy who was in charge, and assumedly, if we had help, if he had helped us, and the Alpha wouldn't have been okay with it and found out, he might not be there.
He might not be there, yeah. So, okay. So I'm just gonna keep creeping along, and you just tell me.
Okay. The sound does seem to be coming from the prison area,
Yeah, it's
which is
kinda-
kind of north and east.
That was sort of sadly what I thought might be going on, but we'll see.
Okay.
Still making my way there. Roll 20 is moving nice and at a nice slow clip for me, but this is where I'm headed. And yeah, I mean, I'm just making my way back up to this, the prison area.
Okay.
Are there any other noises or things that seem out of place as we move along?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
And I mean, as soon as I can see what's going on, I'll pause.
Sure. I'll keep on creeping.
Okay, all right. Creep on, creeping on.
Radiohead.
It's a courtesy snort at best,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
know.
no, I appreciate it.
Well intended.
Yep.
You are able to kind of get to these steps here when you're finally able to see what the source of the noise is. If you want to make it all the way there.
Yep. Yeah. I pushed the button. I'm just waiting to see. Will it do it? Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Looking into the prison room, a couple things have changed here. First and foremost, all the cages that held children are empty. The man and the hybrid form werewolf are still here. The sound of the cracking noise is the sound of the hybrid form werewolf being beaten with a switch by a woman wearing rags.
Oh, okay.
Who takes no notice of your entrance.
I mean,
Okay.
not a priority. So,
Nope.
Okay.
Bummer for that guy, but
Very concerned that the cages are empty. That's not really what
not what we were hoping for.
we were hoping for. So, I don't know. I feel like we won't quietly converse right where this weird scene is happening. So I'll stealthily sneak back up these steps and confer with Lizard Winley as much as that's possible. You know, like should we? I feel like we're getting in kind of deep in this cave here. Like, should we try to head back? Do you want to go further? What do you think?
Was there anywhere else that you guys had been?
I don't think so. I think this was as...
We didn't go very far, and you were the one that went farther than any of us went.
Yeah.
I think I just went into this room also. I say my fog of war is completely reset, but I'm pretty sure they were standing.
I poked
in this
my
room.
head around up here and looked like sort of around this little kind of complex of caves, but not enough to have seen anything really.
What do you think? Do we want to try to go back and bring the party in and talk to them, or do we want to try to find evidence of the kids one way or another before we
I think
leave?
we should just approach it head on and try to talk to them because
Okay.
we killed Kirill and Stennis is here and Harmony's back. Harmony can
Yeah.
use words, do good with talking.
Talk goodly.
Yeah.
Winley's cool with that.
All right, so let's sneak back, and
Do we both want to leave, or do you want to leave me like kind of behind where the two lady guards were?
do you want to be left behind?
I don't
Totally
know.
up to you. The thought didn't cross my mind.
I don't really want to get stuck in here by myself again, but being able, if I don't know, it might be good to have people on both in and out.
I was thinking I would go back through the water just because I don't need to climb up the cliff that way, and although they might hear me like jumping into the water, I just feel like going back past these wolves. They're pretty likely to spot us.
Back through the water is probably a better idea.
Yeah. So, do you want to get left here, or do you want to come with?
I'll come with.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in here by myself again.
All right, I'm gonna try to. I guess I will kind of climb down the cliff because I don't want to just like do a cannonball into this pool. That feels very conspicuous. So yeah, I'll climb down the cliff into the water and swim back over.
Okay, let's get a athletics check for that.
Sure.
For everybody who's outside, make a perception check.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Great at those.
13 on athletics.
Okay, you're able to swim through without drowning.
Climb back up into the crevice.
Yeah.
Cool. And yeah.
Can we not?
Motherfucker.
Can we not?
Oh, sorry.
Oof, you guys.
You hear
Yeah.
nothing and see nothing.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. Mina and Winley, you were able
It's gonna
to
be-
climb up into the crevice without any issue.
Good stuff.
Okay. All right. Yep. Yeah. Nothing but all good things.
Assuming you head back to the party then.
Yeah. I guess, or yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we need to go talk to them. So.
Yeah.
You've made it back.
All right. We'll go to explain the situation. Like, here's what we saw. Winley's still... I assume you're going to stay as a lizard for now, just to kind of capitalize
Just
on
let it
since
ride.
you used the
Yeah.
wild check. This is Winley.
Right.
And,
Just
yeah.
away from the-
So here's what we saw. Stennis is sitting by the fire with all these wolves. I don't know. We came back and just kind of explained what we were thinking.
Sure. Try the diplomatic option then.
Yeah, that's
From
kinda what we-
where I'm slumped against the wall, kind of look up and say kind of quietly, like, or kind of tiredly, like, I can disguise myself if you think. I don't know if it would be best to try to look like someone that didn't. I don't know how many of them saw us that are still alive other than Skellig. I don't know if it would be better to...
I think we should just go. I mean, we were on pretty good terms with Skellig.
Stennis.
Sorry.
Skellig is a
Skellig is in The Witcher.
That's my mistake.
Also good. Okay, so I felt like we were on pretty good terms with Skennis.
Yeah, if they recognize us and he's willing to talk to us again, that's good. If they
Attack.
want to kill us, they're going to kill us whether they recognize us or not, because they'll be just as hostile to visitors.
And frankly, like, fine. Like,
And-
at this point, I'm like, let's just do it.
Kind of indicate, just like, like, is he still there? Or is he there again?
Yes.
Indicating who?
Just like, he was at the entrance last time. Skennis. Is he just ask
He's
in
not-
character asking like, is he in there again?
He's in there. He's back. They're sitting by a fire back in there.
Okay.
They're-
Clambering to her feet, kind of unsteadily, like, I'll take point. That's what I'm here
Approximately how many wolves did we see in the cave with?
about 24 total.
Sonny and I'll come with you. I feel like having a wolf as part of our
Speak their
welcoming
language.
committee might be. Yeah.
I'll just stay perched on Mina's shoulder.
Or hide in a pocket so you're not visible.
Yeah,
I
maybe
kind of
in a
like
pocket.
being just like the animal.
Yes. Somewhat unsteadily, maybe leaning on Mina a little bit, Harmony will kind of like trudge toward the entrance to the cave, not
Right.
really
I mean,
bothering
I'll
to be
Do
stealthy.
you want me to bring up the rear?
Let's
or,
keep
like,
some
have-
people in reserve,
keep us in
just
reserve?
in case.
Okay.
You know,
Yes,
we don't
keep
want to...
taking the healer in reserve. It'll be fine.
Look,
I
If
can
it
always,
goes south, it's going to go south quickly.
Fair
and
enough.
you'll be right there.
okay.
We
I
won't
can
go
always
too far with that.
unlizard and heal if
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will just sort of trudge toward the opening of the door, not being particularly stealthy, assuming that was the indication we're trying diplomatic, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to sneak in. But yeah, I will just sort of trudge over here, and start walking toward the entrance, at least until I'm stopped by wolves or otherwise.
Okay. Well, about walking 10 feet in or so, you are greeted by a familiar tinkling of a distant bell. And a few moments later, you can hear the sound of many, many footpaws coming down the western passage.
And we're with you too.
Knowing this routine, I'll stop moving and just kind of wait for them to approach.
Okay. A pack of wolves emerges from the western passage after a few moments, followed by Skennis. Who goes there? Oh, it's you. You can't be here. You shouldn't be here. I warned you. I told you if there were lights above.
Harmony will motion him kind of close, just, in terms of, like, trying to, like, get him to come closer so we don't have to shout back.
He comes to the edge of the pack.
Okay. And she'll just say, as kind of softly as she can, not wanting to, like, raise any hackles by walking closer, like, can we talk? Where are the children?
They are upstairs. They're undergoing the selection.
What does that mean?
The pack is testing them.
And what does that mean?
I'm afraid it means the worst as far as you're concerned.
Okay.
Now,
Mina's going to pull out her crossbow.
now, are they beyond saving?
No.
Will
No,
you
not
help
yet.
us if we move now?
I cannot.
Can you stand aside?
He seems to kind of struggle with that. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Can I give a help on that?
Sure.
Okay, I'll roll that with advantage then.
The help is you leveling your
Yeah,
crossbow.
kind of. Just like
racks the bolt.
your survival depends on.
you getting the hell down.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a 18.
18 right there.
Yep.
He nods and gestures to the pack, and they all sort of scoot to the side of the passage.
And Harmony will just kind of like, I don't remember what the name of the Kirill's mate was. But she'll, presumably Harmony might remember.
you get intelligence check.
Is it like Bianca or something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
The B name sounds about right.
Yeah,
I thought it started with B. That shouldn't be advantage. So I guess that's but I guess we'll take
Yeah.
the one on the left, so that's a 10.
It is Bianca.
Okay. Good for me. And she'll kind of like, as she kind of like starts to move past, she'll just kind of lean in. It's like, Bianca's the alpha now.
He shakes his head. No, I told you, the second in command, Firenze.
And Harmony nods, and one will say even quieter, as though like attempting to not let the whisper go past his ears. Will just say, "If Kirill's dead, would that knowledge, would revealing that help us or hurt us?"
He shakes his head. They already know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nods. And Caitlin, Harmony's just gonna kind of like, or just kind of like look to Mina or like something and be like, "We might as well go in full force while we can."
I agree. And
Well, Windley's with Windley's on Mina's
Mina.
person, and Doc and Ash are the ones behind. I can cast. My stealth roll's still okay if we want to try to sneak as far as we can. I can cast invisibility on somebody, but I don't know if we want to. Do we want to bother trying? Is it worth trying?
I kind of want to just. I kind of
Just sprint up there.
yeah. Element
Okay.
of surprise.
We haven't rolled initiative this whole session, damn it.
And
Yes, you have.
Yeah, we
So
have.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
fought the freaking
Yeah,
Knights of the Silver Dragon.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
We jumped him. Well, we
Li-
jumped.
and one last question. She kind of like moves past him. Like, can you tell us where they are upstairs?
Look for the curtain. That'll take you
and
upstairs.
and how many of them are there?
All of them.
That doesn't matter.
Well, I'm just curious.
She'll like put her hand on his shoulder and just say, "Thank you," and we'll kind of start moving in that direction.
Okay. Are the other two ladies visible?
No, they seem to. I mean, you can kind of glimpse them looking over the edge.
Are they taking their cues from him? Does it
Yes.
seem like? Okay.
Yeah.
And Harmony will just sort of nod to them as.
Okay.
Yeah, I think let's just lock and load and just
Yep,
hit
just do this shit.
hit this.
See, this is actually the furthest I've been, so. So you said to about to the red ping is you?
Okay, we all went in.
You're on Mina's shoulder, but yes.
Well, yeah, but my token didn't move with her.
Now, did you move at all, Mina, or?
No, I moved. I'm moving in slowly.
Okay, tell me where you are again. Oh yeah.
I mean, I am at the red ping here, so if we're
Okay.
going in guns blazing, we're, boy howdy, are we going guns and blazing?
I'm almost there.
We are.
And I mean, I'm. What is our? Having fought together plenty of times, what is our ideal like, breach and clear like order here? I'm happy to go in first.
I mean, I feel like I should be taking point just as tank.
I haven't seen any curtains. I don't think no.
I think this way.
He said look for
Let's
the
just-
curtain. He said upstairs, and he said look for the curtain.
Okay.
Well, Mina, looking to your north, you can see a very large red velvet curtain laying up against the side
found
of
it.
the cave.
Okay. I'll head up there and take a listen at the curtain. I guess.
Okay, I'll make a perception check.
Sure.
Winley will listen as well from Mina's pocket.
Okay, where's the curtain here? Over there. Okay, thank you.
Good job, Mina. I'm planning on keeping to the rear for multiple reasons.
I mean, most of them are
Yeah.
fairly self-evident, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm
But
kind
I'll-
of sticking close to Harmony.
Okay, I mean,
Good sense.
I mean, I
I'll take point
appreciate
here.
I appreciate the support, but also we'll need you to get in there, Ash. I can look
Well,
after
I
myself.
will when combat fronts out, but right now this is kind of like a subconscious thing that I'm doing.
Right, I got you.
What does my 23 tell us?
You hear the sound of wind passing through and the distant sound of laughter.
We love that.
Let's get in.
Well,
there.
I mean, yeah, that's where they said we need to go.
That's
So
why we came
so
up here.
give him a chance to. Are we giving him a chance to surrender? And
It sounds like that's not really an option. So do we want to try to just get a surprise round?
Yeah, I'm into that.
Okay. But
We're here to like rescue these kids from being turned into
right,
werewolves.
and it sounds like that's undergoing.
Yeah,
So not
yeah.
much.
All right, we'll whip the red curtain aside and let Doc
Me-
take point. But
well, in that
I'll be
case, I'm.
right behind.
I imagine whipping the curtain aside isn't as dramatic, given Doc's.
I'll also come out of lizard mode. Probably being
No
the
more
lizard,
lizard.
I won't be super helpful in this battle.
I was so looking forward to that.
We're gonna whip this curtain aside, and it's gonna be like 30 werewolves. Then we're gonna have to really reevaluate our tactical.
We did okay against that last group, and this time we're together.
That was what?
And we're
nine
at
of
higher
them?
level.
And we're in their lair.
Sure,
I'm sure that
sure.
doesn't
Details.
have
6 when my half doesn't
Details,
count.
Yeah, I'm
just
sure that's
details.
If we have to, we can retreat and go back to the tower.
Yep.
Make
Again.
Esmeralda's problem.
I'm sure he'll let us leave just as easily as he let us enter.
Yes.
So you can follow the stairs passage.
Okay. Making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
Exactly.
I totally thought downtown and was like, "Don't say it, Caitlin.
Yeah,
Don't do it."
Well, the rest of us don't quite have your willpower, so.
Absolutely.
All right.
I need you.
Oh,
And I miss you.
Winley's gonna
Song was a
stick
real
to the
banger.
rear.
my God.
Harmony is sticking further to the
I
rear.
was saying,
Okay, yeah, I'm just
up
trying to
here
figure
at
out,
this
like,
point.
what
Yeah,
is the
I'm like
order?
right behind Doc.
Okay.
Sunny and
I just
Mina
wanna
are-
stay
Rounding the corner here.
right with Mina.
All right, and I'll say make your last movement of moving here, and then that's the order. I'm gonna drop you on the second floor.
Fair enough. All right. Well,
Okey-dokey.
this is my final
Yeah,
resting
so-
place here.
Yeah, and I'll just stand.
I'm
I,
like standing on top.
yeah, I'll be here. I don't want to be
How was dinner?
directly behind.
What did you do
Doc,
for dinner?
but-
I went to the roost with.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Roost rules. What'd you get?
I got the smoked quinoa bowl with chicken.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
And wine?
I got a shot of gin, actually a double
Oh,
shot
that's
of gin.
classic. That's
It's
classic.
great.
Yeah, should I still be moving? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I think he wants us to just get in the order we want to be moved to the next
Okay.
floor in.
All right.
So I stayed close to Doc, but not
yeah,
directly
I
next
think
to
I'm
him.
like standing right on top of Doc.
Yeah, I was standing on top of
Like-
Winley,
Is
so.
everybody
Yeah,
where they want to be?
I think you're good where you
I'm
are now.
where I'm
Mina.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Teleporty drop.
Where Doc
Essentially.
goes, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I know. His life,
Why do you beat your dog?
his life is just
How
so
could you
hard.
do this?
He's
Monsters.
so terribly abused.
Monroe, come here, buddy.
You're fine. We've got plenty of toys in there. Just chew on one of those.
So are you guys fighting right now?
We're about
yeah.
to.
We're about to.
We're about to cliffhang off of an addition.
So if you have an inspirational speech on deck for us.
So fuck
Throw
up.
us some
That's
leadership.
my classic go-to.
Well, Fletcher's not here. That doesn't work for the
Yeah,
rest of us.
That's true.
We're more insecure than Fletcher is.
All right, I'm gonna. You
Yep.
hush, dude.
Okay.
All right, coming up the passage, you find you wind your way up about a solid 100 feet of winding staircase cut into the stone, and find yourself standing on a platform.
fuck me.
100 feet above the level of the mouth of the cave.
Well, fuck.
Notably, a couple of things are going on here. First and foremost, as you come out onto the kind of the ledge, you are witness to a group of werewolves or men who you believe to be werewolves surrounding a stone circle. The children, or 6 of the children, have been sort of lined up in a circle around it, whereas two of the children are currently fighting each other in the center of the circle. Can you please attend to him?
What do you want me to do?
Give him some form of attention so he stops whining. So I don't have to re-edit every single thing I'm saying. With that, coming up to the top here, the 2 children in the middle of the circle are currently fighting each other barehanded. Notably, there are also the bodies of 2 children laying outside of the circle up against the rocks to your left. And this platform is illuminated by a very large flaming horse, or nightmare as you might know them, as well as Strahd seems to be watching with kind of a cruel look of amusement at what's going on there.
It's honestly the sound effects are appropriate given like where we are, what's happening.
They're not too far off.
Yeah.
That said, no one seems to take immediate notice of your arrival at kind of the mouth of the cave here. Everybody seems quite intent on the children fight that's
So,
currently
like,
happening.
Breaks immediately, like screeching as soon as we see
Yeah,
the
as soon as we
flaming
see
horse.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, we can still walk this back. They don't seem to have noticed us yet.
I mean,
Right,
I
like
also,
not to abandon the children, but like
Not
I'm
to abandon the children.
relatively certain we can't take Strahd.
I don't
like,
think so.
But is he going to interfere?
but would he interfere is the question.
I think he likes these. It seems like he.
He likes the drama. You probably like us.
I
to
kind of
fight.
feel like he might be entertained by us trying to stop this. It's definitely a gamble, but
We could approach it And by the way, I think we actually probably do literally like take at least for Mina's part.
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
take
definitely
a step,
full
like,
stop.
20 feet or 20 or 30 feet back down the stairs and like, okay, let's talk about this.
What's a blanket?
So maybe we could, not necessarily like a diplomatic approach, but maybe we could come out and announce our intentions a little more and say like, this needs to stop. And see what Strahd...
They're not gonna stop.
No, but at least then that would give us an opportunity to see what Strahd's...
Right.
If he's like, oh, let this play out, then we can fight them.
Because he seems to be, like... calm? That's not the right word, but like... cares more about like being entertained because he's lived for hundreds of years and whatever. He's not just going to immediately murder us.
Like...
he's gonna.
Yeah, maybe.
He'll have a conversation with us.
Like, and you said there
Yeah.
were already two children's corpses in here.
Yeah, there's
So,
two children.
People are fucking dying, and
Yeah,
like Doc
yeah.
is like,
Okay.
there's gonna be death
I
one
just
way or
think
the other.
Harmony, you guys like pull back and start talking about this. She's just kind of like standing at the entrance, sort of staring at this. Her tail, you can probably see, is just lashing back and forth in clear agitation, but she's not like she seems to either not hear you or like not like process your request to like drop back and discuss. She's just sort of like at the entrance, breathing heavily, observing the goings on. And
Okay, well, also Harmony does not seem to be in great shape right now, you guys.
That's-
So
that's
maybe a fight is going to be tough for her.
And to be clear, the blue tokens here are just also are regular wolves.
They at least appear to be wolves.
I mean, fair enough.
I don't know. I mean,
Winley's ready for this battle. Like she is fairly confident that Strahd is more interested in entertainment.
I don't know how close anybody's looking at Harmony, but she's basically white knuckling the doorway to the like her whatever hand she has on the stone is like white knuckling, and she looks like tense enough that she's about to like bolt either into the room or directly away from the room.
So
she's like
she's in fight or flight mode.
she's a coiled
and-
spring.
right?
I mean, to be fair, Strahd had the perfect opportunity to just kill us literally one day ago.
true.
Like, what would be the point of him being like, yeah, go through my castle, whatever, to then bump into us again?
Maybe he likes his pet werewolves
Yeah,
and will be upset about
that's what
us
I'm
killing
thinking.
him.
Well, that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
he's
If we
a-
come in and we say, like, stop this,
Now, okay.
then he can either be, like, I assume he'll say something, either don't interfere, leave, or, you know, nothing, and just kind of give us an amused look, or,
Yeah.
you know, he's not just going to immediately kill us.
Yeah,
So,
man.
do we have eyes on all the children? There's the two fighting. There's the two dead ones. How many are left?
And then there's 4 on the edges
There's
of the circle.
six living children, although 2 of them are fighting. So
Okay.
I suspect that is a.
Soon to be
Yeah,
5
yes,
living
I was
children.
gonna say. Yeah.
How bad is the fight in the middle?
So they're currently just bare knuckling it at the moment. There are some spears and whatnot laying about the circle, but they don't seem to have gone for something that could kill the other yet.
Is there a visible cause of death on the 2 dead ones?
Hard to tell at this distance.
fair enough.
Do the kids that are currently fighting seem to be, like, super into it, or maybe they're being forced?
Hard to tell at this distance.
All right.
Harmony will kind of like look back at the rest of the group and just, I mean, her expression's probably difficult to read because, I don't know, fear and fury are not, are
They're adjacent.
yeah, they're adjacent to each other, and she just kind of looks back to the rest of the group and she's just like, are we going? Or are we running?
Well, I
Doc is not
think,
running.
Harmony, that maybe you should just like sit here in the stairwell and take some deep breaths or something, because I don't know if we might get into a fight out there. Like, do you think you'll be okay if that
For that,
happens?
Harmony will look at Mina and she will kind of like seem to 1,000 emotions fly across her face, but she will say something along the lines of, I will do anything to avoid going back to where I was when I died, but I cannot watch this.
Okay, so you're saying you cannot watch like the kids fighting?
Yeah.
Doing what they're doing? Okay, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right, well, we will... Your death was largely due to us being too willing to separate and go off alone. So, Harmony, we will do our best to stick together. Mina says, like, I personally will try to make sure that you don't get isolated the way that you were.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I said, I'm more prepared than I was last time also.
Yeah.
You won't go back. As long as I'm drawing breath, you will not go back.
She kind of like a shudder runs through her body, and then she's it kind of passes and then leaves, and she just kind of nods and seems to be sealing herself and says, I'm ready. We have to do something about this.
Let's go in.
But yes, and Mina kind of said this seriously before, and going with what Brent mentioned in the chat, we'll say like, yes, let's go in, but Harmony, please
Pace
sit
yourself.
back. Okay, we'll keep an eye on you where you're back here, but don't get too in the thick of things.
It wouldn't be the first fight where Harmony is just done in a supporting role for the entire the duration.
Riding an elevator. Okay. Who wants to come out and announce
Who wants to yell at
our
the werewolves?
intentions?
I mean, Winley's like ready to get into this, so
like,
Do you want to talk to
Do
him?
you want
Not
Harmony,
particularly,
do you want Harmony
but-
to do it?
You
so
wanna
she
do
has the
some
highest
murder?
modifiers?
Well, do you think Harmony would be willing to play that role in the emotional
Under
state
the
that she's in?
circumstances, yeah.
How diplomatic are we trying to be here?
We're not really. We're
I think
just
we're
saying,
stepping out
like,
and saying like,
I think we're-
stop
I
this,
think
yeah.
the most diplomatic we're getting is we're trying to get a read on how Strahd's going to
Yeah.
be reacting and when
Okay.
the violence
Well,
starts.
I mean, she's ready for action, and if that action takes just trying to distract everyone in the circle from what's happening, she's ready to do that.
Okay, well then I say you be our face as usual, and let's all step out together. I don't think
Yeah.
there's any reason
Yep.
for any of us to, and you just tell them what we're here for.
Okay. She will kind of, at the party's urging, she will sort of gather herself purposefully and stride out in amongst the, out into the group. I mean, they're probably distracted.
Doc is going to stay in front of you,
Okay.
like as a literal shield if need be. So,
Mina's right behind. Mina and Cindy right behind.
And
And
I'm staying by your side.
And she will kind of like raise her voice as she enters into the clearing where the acoustics are appropriate, and she will say, "Enough of this barbarism."
There's kind of an immediate kind of break in the air as kind of the whatever sort of fever pitch was going on here sort of snaps at those words. The kids kind of continue to wrestle around for a moment, but all of the members of the pack kind of look over at Harmony, and there's sort of a very palpable menace in the air. Strahd looks over to Harmony and gives a bit of a smile, but doesn't say anything. One of the werewolves kind of storms across the circle towards Harmony and kind of stops literally just shy of Doc here.
Yep.
And kind of glares, "Who are you?"
I don't see what. Okay, sorry. She just says, someone who. I suppose my question in return would be, does it matter who I am in the face of what you all are doing here?
He does not seem particularly amused, fazed, or interested in that particular rebuttal. It seems about kind of ready to kind of make a lunge here when a familiar, if concerning voice kind of breaks through. Harmony, so good to see you back amongst us.
Harmony.
I'm ready to action on the speaker to just punch him straight.
As soon as
in the face.
she is addressed by Strahd, as though she was waiting for it, she'll kind of wheel on him and say, "Were we not amusement enough for you, Strahd? Count von Zarovich, did you have to come watch literal children fight to the death in order to make your life feel as though it meant something anymore?"
Oh, my dear. I think you seem to misunderstand my intentions. I'm here to witness a cultural event. After all, we must not judge others by their ways and means. I do not judge you for being dead nor being alive now, nor do I judge you for your cowardice. And he gives Harmony a bit of a knowing smile.
she bites her tongue, probably almost literally, and just says, "Well, you'll get enough of a show if you just keep your fangs out of this, my lord." And she'll kind of turn back to Ferenz or whoever she assumes the alpha is, and says, "What is this? How you initiate new members to your pack? You make literal children fight to the death for your approval?"
Only the strong survive. He still seems to be sort of waiting for some form of
So
permission.
what does that
here.
say about your alpha then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it probably occurs to Harmony, like, she'll be like, "Only the strong survive." Well, what would Kirill say about that?
He was weak.
Oh, and you're so then why was he the alpha?
Man, we're just going straight for the throat here, aren't we?
I was saying, do you want to make some sort of a check attached to this, or just shit talking for shit talking's sake?
I mean, I don't know if that would be like a
Like maybe if we can.
persuasion check. I don't know if I'm trying. I mean, Harmony's sort of like emotionally reacting. I don't know if that would. I mean, that seems like more designed to.
I would say, as a suggestion, maybe we're trying to undermine his authority to try to
Sure,
get some of the
maybe.
pack to.
I don't know if that.
I'd say persuasion.
Okay, I'll roll that.
You
Nope,
want a
not
D6
good.
on
Can I
that?
do
Take
a
a
help
D6
action?
on
Just kind of look menacing in the background.
Can I take an advantage on that?
You can.
Okay, great.
And I'll use my reaction to give you some cosmic
Oh,
omens.
okay,
So
cool.
take a D6 on that as well.
Great. Okay, that's a 19, 16, and I'll roll a d6 to add to that. And that's not a -3.
From my cosmic omen.
Okay.
I said I was
So,
using my
20.
reaction to give that.
The pack seems to sort of be shifting a little uncomfortably at that. They don't seem to be quite as aggressive or on his level as it is. Strahd kind of begins to make a slow stroll in your direction, still seeming to be in his kind of amused and aloof sense. Well, if we're going to challenge people, perhaps. I'm afraid, Harmony, with no disrespect to one of your pure and wonderful bloodline, I'm afraid you are not qualified to challenge Ferenz here for leadership of the pack, but they are my property, and I would not see them simply wasted in battle. So, perhaps one of you would like to challenge me for ownership,
So who wants to get murdered by Strahd?
I can bring you back if you fall.
Harmony will just kind of like look over at Strahd and say, "Well, that's a bit disingenuous, my lord. You have one of rightful challenge to their leadership caged up in your dungeon."
I know not what you speak.
Of course you don't.
I mean,
whoever
not gonna
goes,
fight
if anyone
Strahd.
actually goes one-on-one with Strahd, they will
They'd
fucking
absolutely die. Yeah.
I mean, doesn't it make sense addressing Ferenz, not Strahd so much? Doesn't it make sense for you to test the strength of your pack by fighting us? If you defeat us, then your pack is proven to be stronger, and your leadership as the alpha is proven to be right. But if we win, or if we defeat you, then that proves the illegitimacy of your...
What does it say about your strength if you're willing to hide behind the Lord of these lands instead of fighting your own battles?
And what does it say about your strength that you would be unwilling to do that?
He hears what you're saying and looks at Strahd. Let me kill them.
Strahd?
Strahd does not seem particularly pleased with that question.
Harmony will sort of like nudge Winley in the ribs a little bit, if she's nearby, and just say, "Listen, you already chose to follow Kirill. We killed him. If your whole ethos is follow the strongest, we've already passed every hurdle you've put in front of us."
Aside from Strahd.
Winley will pull the head out of the bag of holding.
Lord Zardovich, give your pets a chance to play.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, great.
I would say, is it a persuasion check against Strahd, or is it a persuasion
Thank
against
you.
him to
Do you
just...
want our D6 as well?
How many times can you do that?
Maybe save it.
Okay. So I could do it 3 per long rest.
Okay, well, I threw an 18.
It's pretty good.
Could be
He
worse.
kind of gives a long moment of consideration, and then kind of looks at Mina, looks at Ferenz, kind of surveys the pack. I always forget that you are one of courage, but you do make an excellent point. What use are they to me if you can kill them now? Go on then. Children. It kind of turns to the circle. Please, do get out of the way. I wouldn't see you so easily harmed in the melee.
But I mean, let's have this fight. By all means, let's carry on Strahd. But I mentioned this, or my reasoning for making this proposition is that if we win, these children should be returned to their homes in Milwaukee.
Well,
if we defeat the werewolves.
Well, if the pack is dead, what use do I have
Thank
for
you.
them?
I agree. Perfect.
Oh, but I should
great.
warn all of you. Should anybody run, I think these children are more forfeit than you would like.
Like, should we run from the fight?
He smiles.
I think he's getting involved.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah, he's going to force the issue.
No retreating, basically.
Yeah, let's...
He gives a gesture towards the
Crawford.
children to kind of get out of the way, and the pack kind of gets between you and them. And we can go ahead and take initiative rolls here.
Can the children not go to the edge of the cliff? Oh god.
I'm not saying it's a ticking clock, but it's a ticking clock.
I'm the last one.
Oh, we're rolling initiative. I'm so sorry.
Say, are
We
we
are indeed.
playing this out all the way, or are we calling it here? Out of curiosity.
Oh, we're playing.
I'm fine either way. To be clear, I'm just checking where we're
Okay,
at. That's all.
big money, no whammy, and I'm
Can I
adding
go get a drink
a
refill,
D6
or
to this.
I would wait to see where the initiative goes before you make that run.
D6, Colin. We're adding it for Gift of Alacrity. So that's 10 plus 13.
Hey, you excited to be rolling initiative again?
Very nice. Well, I rolled initiative as a ghost. It was the
Oh,
one
right.
thing I
Just-
did.
You just
Excited for it to actually matter.
didn't have a whole lot to do.
Very
yeah.
happy for it to actually matter.
Yep.
I'm glad I didn't kill you, Colin.
Thanks. Thanks.
I was
Or
worried.
fail to bring you back at the very least.
On my screen, the turn order is completely out of whack right
Because
now.
I haven't.
Oh,
set it
okay.
yet. I have to manually. Like,
Oh, there's a
stack
button
every
to
time.
stack it. Okay, I gotcha. I was like, wow, that's
Yeah, that's...
that is
That's
jank
wacky.
as fuck right
That's
there.
Alright, I'm just happy I got initiative. That's what I need.
Mina, you have the initiative.
All right.
And Ash is up next, and then you can make your run for it.
I'm
Okay.
concerned that Strahd is on the initiative order here.
A little bit. Loading up a silver
That's fine.
bolt.
I feel like
And...
that would have been loaded by now.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yes,
just to
I
be
gotcha.
clear. Just to be clear, I'm shooting a silvered bolt here. Thank you, Van Richten. And these aren't fiends or undead, correct? Just clarifying. Okay. Sharpshooter and advantage for going before them. Here we go.
Unless you want to attack Strahd.
This is our chance!
Dynamite.
This is our chance!
I don't want to attack Strahd. I'm shooting friends.
Shoot Strahd in the face.
I
in the first
thought I said that. I'm sorry. I meant to. I was shooting at friends, and that's going to be a crit to start things off there.
That was a very solid opener.
Yep, and then a second sharpshooter, silver bolt, also on friends. And... Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Eat that. And do I have anywhere worth moving? Yeah, I guess I'll circle around since we're getting into this. I'll kind of strafe through Sunny and Doc's spaces there and just kind of circle around along the cliff wall just to mix things up a little bit. And that's my turn.
Ash.
Alright, I'm going to step forward, putting myself in between Harmony and Strahd, but I'm going to focus my attention on what's his bitch here, Krisk.
Friends?
and I'm-
Friends.
Krisk is the one we already killed.
Kirill's the one we killed.
Oh,
Crest is the
Jesus
place
Christ.
with the abbey.
Oh my god!
We'll
So
get
many
it
things,
eventually.
so many
We'll
things.
get
Yeah,
it.
sorry, this guy. Friends. And I'm going to slash at him with my silvered sword.
Be really hilarious if we just kill him in the first round. I know it's not going to happen, but
16?
Come on.
it's a fun
now.
thought.
That is a hit.
All right.
That's what I like.
And then I am going to go ahead and quickly cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'm going to put it right below him.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
No. Okay. Well, the sword or hammer or whatever you want to place, just put it right below him, and that will be me.
Okay. Give me a moment to give you that hammer.
Onto. Be right back.
Right. Friends will lash. Go ahead and lash out at Harmony here.
Oh, good.
All right.
Good thing that -3 doesn't extend to your AC.
Good thing.
And you take that +1 on your AC, right, Tom?
Harmony, you are bit for 17
gone.
damage.
Great.
And
Alright.
make a Constitution save.
Okay. Here's where the -3 comes into play.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Wait, isn't he a man right now? He bit her as a man.
Gross. Gross.
Werewolves are gross.
Just a funnier visual.
Yes.
Oh, con save, you said?
Yep.
This'll go fine.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's about as good as I could have done.
Not too terrible. And then from that, he is starting to become wolfy and bestial as he has sort of begun his attack.
And you said 17 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Strahd kind of gives a smile as the melee here breaks out.
Oh, sorry, Dan. I'm in... My initiative is actually a 13 because of Gift of Alacrity.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought I... that.
Well, you caught it in time.
Go.
Okay, great. Cool, so it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay, let me see what the exact description of this spell says. Sorry, I just want to clarify, because I didn't realize I was in melee range with the guy, but I probably should have. Spells.
Yeah, I mean, he stepped up to you like...
I mean, and I
Yeah.
technically said I was in front of you, but I
never
didn't actually
moved.
move my token, so...
No, you're
yeah,
right,
yeah.
you're right. Okay, well...
Talk shit.
Okay,
Got
it is a
hit.
ranged spell. But, okay, so it's only ranged attack rolls that take disadvantage when in melee range with somebody, right?
Well, spells, attacks, too.
Right, but I'm not making an attack. Harmony fumbles around in her pack or whatever and finds her flute and kind of clutches it tighter than she normally would and kind of weaves her magic through it and throws it out. And I'm casting Hypnotic Pattern, which I will post in the group chat here. And let's see how that goes.
Get
Sorry.
some AoE going.
Yep, trying to.
I mean,
bust
especially
out
since
some-
he was nice enough to let the kids get out of the middle of the...
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, sorry. I'm going to post this now in the chat because I'm casting it. Okay, so I need to draw this out. This is a 30-foot cube, and I'm pretty much starting it right at Ferenz because it's anywhere within 120 feet, so 5 feet kind of fits. I'm going to draw a shape, another circle. How do I change? No. Okay, circle. Wait, what? So circle, freehand, polygon, line, and text. Can I not draw a... Are there not... Is there not
Draw
a...
shape is a rectangle by
Oh,
default.
great. So we need this. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25...
I mean, if you center it, like, right... Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was going
Nice.
for. This is 30. So there it is. Everyone in there needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, I just deleted one of them instead.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I will...
Great! I killed them!
They
I thought that was
all
one of the children for a second. I was like, oh my god.
One of the child
So
sees the
we're
pattern and
just
just their head explodes.
charmed for the duration.
Yes.
Okay.
So I and Harm...
It is beautiful.
And if any of them are affected, Harmony's going to kind of call out, or will like kind of look to the party and just try to say. She'll try to say it to the party without giving it away to anyone else. But like, don't touch any of the affected ones.
Okay.
Don't hurt.
I can't hear you when you whisper.
Don't touch any of the affected ones. Harmony
Don't
will
shoot
attempt
the
to
sleepy
I was
looking
about to go for an
guys.
AoE, but that would have
Right.
hit half of them, so
Right.
maybe I'll do something
Sorry,
else.
well I don't know who's affected and who isn't. So,
you're
Well, I
good.
see one,
but it should be fairly obvious.
Only
Yeah.
two of them.
That's
Only two,
disappointing.
That's irritating.
Anything else, Harmony? Back up.
Well, I would have to eat an attack of opportunity.
I mean,
to
better an
back
attack
up.
of opportunity than the multi-attack you're probably going to provoke from the
You're
guy
right.
on his
You're
next
right.
turn.
You're right. You make a fair point. I will. I can't cast Misty Step. You're right. Well, if anyone, I mean, aren't you going to be able to engage with this guy and give him a disadvantage to attack me?
That's true.
Okay. Then I will. Let's see. That was my action. As a bonus action,
And hold movement action, I
I
assume.
will sort of. I will. Let me see. Who?
Yeah, like what
Who
would that even
is
mean?
most,
I'm waiting for you to punch this guy
Yeah.
before he
And then
move.
I'll
Before I
step
move,
back,
yeah.
call out to Mina. Now I know you've been without my inspiring leadership for some time, so I wanted to remind you that I have your back, and I'm passing you a use of bardic inspiration.
Yes.
And I'll post that in the chat as a reminder, since
will
I've been
remember it
dead
well.
for a little while.
It's also the D8 now, right?
It
No,
should be a
D6?
D8. Not 100% sure, but I will post it.
Anything else, Harmony?
Nope, I'm not going to move because... Well, let me see. Can I move anywhere without... I'll move
No,
closer to
any-
Strahd.
anywhere
Nope,
you
I'm
move.
staying there. That's my turn.
You good?
Strahd looks over at. Let's decide here.
Oh shit!
I don't like the sound of that.
Great.
Get out of this, Strahd.
Strahd looks over at Mina and gives a smile. So, why get so involved in this? Make a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Because I
That
fucking
motherfucker.
felt like it. Good thing I just got inspiration.
Oh, also, I need to post this in the chat. I got an upgrade to my inspiration that takes this form. So, if you use it and it doesn't help you succeed, you keep it.
Okay, I got a 17. I kind of feel like that's, but I guess I might as well because
Yeah.
This is important. You can use it, and if it doesn't help you
still
succeed,
fails.
then you
But
still
if
have
it's
it.
overkill, then I
That's
kinda
true.
wasted it.
Where does it say you have to use it? Can wait until after it rolls a d20, but before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
I feel
So,
pretty good about my
okay,
17.
stick with it.
Sticking with it.
You feel sort of a sense of apathy kind of wash over you for a moment, and then kind of quickly realize that a fucking vampire is trying to get you to back off.
Steady your nerve, Mina.
And you're like, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
He doesn't seem particularly nonplussed by the fact that it didn't have any effect, but begins to sort of stroll over this way. As he goes, he sort of gives a casual flick to this werewolf and brings it back around.
Strahd is such a dick.
God, he's such an asshole.
And with that, their turns.
At least Doru was here.
Yeah, right.
Like how
Don't
Doru
say
was,
that too loudly.
like Doru of all people has become our random like.
The recurring villain. Yeah.
Bad dogs.
No means no, dog. Bad dog. So these ones are the ones that, as far as we can tell, just look like normal wolves.
Yep.
As far as we can tell.
As far as you can tell.
As far as we can tell.
Oh, great or good. What?
All will be well.
Or so we're told.
A little spicy over there, Mina.
Yeah.
We don't need this square anymore.
I don't even see where Mina is.
Mina's over here
up
and
in
kind of.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So he's a little bit separated from the party, which might be cause for concern.
That's not too bad. Okay, that's worse. that's
That's
a lot
it.
of. That's a lot.
I mean,
of
on the
wolves.
bright side, he can only be surrounded by 4 at
Yep,
once
yep.
at most. So
That's right. And they can't get flanking on me, although I'm sure they have pack tactics. So
I'm sure it'll be fine.
not that it matters.
All of the men have kind of begun to change into bestial creatures as they charge towards you, and the wolves go snip snap.
Snip, snap, goes the wolf.
Harmony, you were bit for 6. Not Harmony. Sorry, Mina, you're bit for 6.
Ouch.
Twice, so 12 total.
Okay.
And then Sunny is bit once for 8.
Is this one attacking Sunny?
Yes.
Okay, then I get a reaction on it for Sentinel.
Have fun.
Oh, I will.
And then one is biting at Ash and scratches off on the armor.
I assume so. That one takes 13 damage. Since I assume a 21 hits.
You punch it to death.
If not, we should get the
And then it is Sunny's
fuck
turn.
out of here.
Okay, the regular wolves are squishy like regular wolves, so
Okay,
that's
good to know.
good to know.
Sorry, I'm still trying to. My roll 20 is moving really slow. I'm still subtracting those hit points. But Sunny will go ahead and well, that one right next to him died, so he'll slip down into the space right next to Ferenz there, and Sunny's gonna bite Ferenz.
I was hoping Doc would take that space.
Well, I guess I could.
But
Hold
yeah,
on, hold
no,
on.
it's fine.
I could. Wow, fucking figure it out, roll 20.
Put a tactical note in the chat there.
Yeah.
Unless we just want to focus down the boss, because fuck the boss, he's an asshole.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling.
That's totally valid as well.
Well, where else? I mean, there's nowhere else that Sunny could move and be adjacent to Ferenz.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm staying
It's all good.
there.
I guess I'll push my way towards Mina to try to clear up that situation a bit. Then.
Okay, appreciate
Since
it.
you guys are kind of monopolizing all the space.
All right. Does a 15 hit Ferenz?
Yes.
No, I don't have silver teeth, but 10 piercing damage anyway. And then that's Sunny's turn.
Okay.
Like I said, we just need to get Sunny a grill.
Yep,
Silver grill.
working on it. Not actually.
We have several silver weapons now. We just need to melt them down and have someone make it for us. But I don't know who we'd have make that kind of thing for us.
So, you mean these 4 from there to there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
then
those
these
4.
2 on this row as well.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna push over here and dedicating my first attack to that wolf, and we'll kind of proceed from there to see what I want to do for the second attack.
Yeah, that's the sound that wolf made when you obliterated Spy.
I mean, depends. Did I obliterate it, or is it still
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, you smashed it.
In that case, I'm gonna use my next more of my move to push forward a little bit here. The other attack will go on the actual werewolf here, I think, just to.
If you could not be in that space, that would be great.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. In that case, I will stay there and still punch that same dude.
Alright, buddy. You're good. You're good.
Loving my 27s apparently of all the random numbers. But
You know, it hits and it damages.
neat.
That's
So
all we can ask for.
it's true.
Anything else, Doc?
No, I'm good.
Winley.
I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Ooh.
So that's
Fun.
gonna be.
Hit him with the tidal wave.
All of those guys need to make a DC 16 Dex save.
Came on like a tidal wave.
They're so good at Dex, you don't even know how good they are at Dex.
Are they super good at Dex?
Not great. 3 of them are affected. The 3 directly next to me are
Okay,
affected.
so the ones that failed take 24 and are knocked prone.
Sweet.
The ones that succeed take half.
Okay, well,
So he
these ones all
starts
die.
deleting wolves. Yep.
Sorry, I keep making more squares.
Mina's like, yes.
Well, that
Um,
solves a
and
lot of
then-
problems, doesn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
And then for my bonus action, I'll go ahead and go into my archer shape and shoot at friends. 15 has been hitting him, correct?
Yep.
9 radiant damage.
And anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Mina.
Silver bolts, sharpshooter on Ferenz. Here we go. There we go. That's a
Yeah.
23.
Solid shot.
And second one, also a silver bolt, sharpshooter on Ferenz, if he's still alive.
He's still alive. And that is a hit.
Oh, no.
Dude,
second
that is
one
not
was-
it.
Nope, that's not.
Is Sunny standing next to... Sunny's still standing next to Ferenz, so he'll take a coordinated bite. And
But Sunny is a good boy.
he is a very good boy. Gets a 25. There we go. And that is... I mean, should I move anywhere? I guess...
You just got a werewolf eating your face there, so.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. And I'm grateful for the tidal wave that just wiped out.
Oh man, is there another one over there?
Yeah,
There's one
Is it
next
up
to me.
next
there
to
was no way
Okay,
for you to
yeah.
have raged
You're
that
good.
one.
Unless you wanted to hit me.
I'm kind of ignoring it for the time being, so it's fine.
I'm sure
Well,
it'll
because
be fine.
the tidal wave could be up to 30 feet, so if it was within that straight line,
It was.
and I just couldn't see
It was no.
All right, that's me.
Ash.
All right, I am going to focus fire here. So, sword attack, and
I feel like we're wasting all our really high rolls on the guys who don't have particularly spectacular AC.
Well, we're definitely not fighting Strahd. Like, if Strahd wades into
Alright,
this battle
so
for
5
real,
slashing
then-
damage.
I
That's
mean,
it.
I think we're still fighting him because he's gonna kill the kids, though. Like, I'm not happy about it.
We're at
but-
least gonna maybe take a round
Anything
or
else,
two
Ash?
and see.
Oh, spiritual weapon. That is a miss.
Yeah, I figured. Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Friends is getting beat up on pretty harshly by all of you, but continues to wade into this fight and continues to go after Harmony, since Harmony is Lord of the Shit Talk.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to say I told you so.
Harmony, you
but-
take 13 from a claw slash.
Fine.
That's
Just what you
all
wanted.
Friends has for you, and then it's your turn.
Great. Okay. Well. Okay. There we go. Let's see. So there's these wolves. These are all unfriendlies on me, right?
All the red tokens are unfriendly at the moment. Yes,
Great.
except for the children, obviously.
Right. Okay.
Still kill
Let's
them all.
see. Big money. No whammy. We're gonna cast. Harmony's gonna get a little more aggressive here, and she is going to cast this. Take a little more direct action here, and I have to place the spell description. I don't know if that posted for everybody, but it might be okay. Great. So she's like clutching her flute again, and kind of. Let's see. I'll put it. Let's see. I'll put it here so it doesn't hit me.
Oh no, that was just
Okay.
my random.
So
code.
these three.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to. I can't draw circles very well.
It's an 8.
Looks like an 8.
You can hit any three without hitting a party member.
Right. So I can't hit 4 with a 5 foot with a 10 foot.
If you center it on
circle.
Tom, you would hit.
No, I say you can, but depending on where you're aiming it, that you're gonna hit Tom.
So that doesn't hit every. That doesn't hit. That.
That would hit all 4. I'm saying you're gonna hit.
Oh, okay.
I
No,
told
then I'll
you
hit the 3 wolves.
these three on the outside here, or on the right.
Sorry,
or
I'm trying to. I need to get a better.
If you center it over here, wouldn't you hit these 4?
I need to be.
I mean,
able
that would
to
also include
see
the AoE.
everybody.
The crowd
Oh
control
shit!
but-
I realized they can't see the full. Well, I don't want to hit the guy that's stunned
crowd
at the
control.
moment,
Sorry.
so
It was just a
I
suggestion.
will
that's
hit these. These 3 here. Did I put down a circle there?
You're trying to hit the bottom
all. I see
left.
so many
Yeah,
tiny
bottom left,
purple
like these
circles
3
right now,
here.
man.
Okay, so you can hit 2 of those at that angle.
Oh well, okay.
Without hitting,
I'll
Ash.
center it a little lower then. Can I hit all 3?
So
No,
many
Like if-
because Ash is directly adjacent.
Okay, then I'm sorry. I realized my cone vision sort of interferes with this. Can I hit 2 of them and friends without hitting anybody?
You could hit, no.
Okay.
You can hit friends and 2 of them on
But
the
then you'd
far right
also
here,
hit Sunny.
and that won't hit a friendly.
Okay,
It'll
I'll do
hit
that.
Sunny.
No, not if it's centered right here.
I mean, but it will hit the crowd.
It'll wake up
control
the
one.
crowd control one, but that's okay.
Yeah, if you don't care.
Rather
you
do
don't
the
care.
damage.
Yep.
Okay. Con saves. Okay, we got 2 failures.
Great.
What's he gonna do?
Waiting for that damage roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. It should be there already. 10 thunder damage.
It was
It
up
is
there. It was in
there.
there.
Oh, it's above the description.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think we were all
I
sitting
need
there
to
my
in
bad.
silence.
For what's more,
waiting.
I'm with you. I was like, yeah, is he gonna roll it or? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Well, shit.
Okay. wolf in the back dies.
Wow, I got a kill.
Good job, Harmony. You've finally gotten some karmic balance. Strahd looks at the children and gives them a smile. Look, children, your heroes are here to save you. Perhaps you should go help them. And he gestures towards the party. The kids all helpfully run up to help you.
Okay, so no more area of effect.
Yeah.
Fine.
Did they pick up spears on the way at least?
Nope.
God damn it.
Great.
Well, maybe they'll.
Love it.
I don't know, who knows? Maybe they'll kill some werewolves. I don't know.
I'm not optimistic.
Probably not.
Dare to dream, though, you know.
Yeah, not
Dare to dream.
great.
Ash, you are undergoing a heavy assault here.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Just get my sums here. You take 1 bite for 6 damage and make a Constitution save.
I'm just trying something really quick. Please ignore this.
Okay. You take another bite for 16 and make another Constitution save.
Well then.
Woof.
All right. And then
That's the sound you'll be making in a...
Doc, you are also bit for 6.
Yep.
Doc.
Yeah,
Constitution save.
I know.
And Sunny
I
is
regret that stupid woof joke, I know.
bit for 7 and does not need to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
And then Mina.
Think wolfy thoughts.
What? You can't turn a wolf into a werewolf?
Mina, you are bit and clawed for 3 and 7 respectively, and make a Constitution save.
I assume the bite was from the one that I had zapped
Yep.
in my turn. Okay.
And I'm sorry, did Sunny need to throw a con save
No.
as well? Okay, just.
I don't think you can turn a
say, can you
werewolf.
turn
Or turn a wolf
into a
into a
werewolf?
werewolf, yeah.
A were-human.
Yeah.
Right.
Turns into a human on the full moon.
Okay. And then it is Sunny's turn.
Okay, Sunny is going to bite Ferenz. And. It does a 12 hit?
No.
Rosian double 12s. That's it.
Okay. And then it is Doc's turn.
Alright. I was considering going and helping Mina with her ad over there, but there is no good way for me to contribute to that without beating up children on the way, which is... Yeah. Anyway.
Not something Doc's into?
No, not into child pummeling, unfortunately. So
Fair
5, 10. I'm going to at least give Sun...
Every
get
character has a
flanking off
weakness.
of... You know...
Doc's flaw.
punches children. Compulsively punches children.
Oh, okay, I was thinking the opposite. Your flaw is that you refuse to pummel children.
I mean, yes. I would argue that's not a flaw, though. Anywho,
Fair.
tagging this one, I'm flanking with Sunny.
That is a solid hit.
Yep, and I'm gonna go for another one here. Just
Okay.
work my way through. Alright.
Okay. Another solid hit.
Yep,
Anything else,
and since I forgot to on my last turn, I'm gonna bonus my temp HP for 6. And I'm sorry, how much damage did I take from my bite on my turn?
6.
Oh, my temporary field that I had from Ravenloft still, because that for some reason doesn't actually expire.
There you go.
Anyway, and another defensive field, and whoop, and get it right back.
Lindley.
Right on back.
I will take 1 step forward and throw some, if my spells, some poison spray at that one. So a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
At the 1 2 squares south of me.
Okay.
If that wasn't clear.
That does help. Fails.
You're probably gonna have to deal with
19
that werewolf
poison
right
spray.
there with the
Nice.
3 kids.
And
Lets
then
out a howl of pain.
and then I will use my bonus action to shoot an archer arrow at friends.
It will make my day if a kid somehow manages to get a killing blow on one of these fuckers, though.
10.
Tried.
That's it.
And Mina.
All right, I'm gonna whip around and start plugging this guy that's right next to
Be
me.
the most interesting target.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah. Silver sharpshooter on, again, that werewolf sitting right next to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid shot.
Motherfucker. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
So beefier than the wolves.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Second sharpshooter, same deal, silver bullet on that guy. Yeah.
Very
like
solid.
to see it. Like to see it.
Only
And
34 health, unfortunately.
yeah, I mean, just probably snarls and tries to yell, like,
Be the biggest target.
yeah, come at me, motherfucker, some kind of shit like that. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Ash.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sonny's gonna bite friends, and then that will be my turn. Sorry, Ash.
He would get advantage if he attacked the werewolf between us.
Sonny always gets advantage.
Oh, right.
Pack.
That's my secret.
Yep. I'm always rolling with advantage. God damn it.
Okay, so there's a little damage for friends, and then yeah, that's it.
Is not pulled down. But
Yeah,
tries.
okay.
I mean, with a DC 12 on a werewolf, it seems. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there it
Fuck
is.
yeah.
The spiritual weapon sucks balls.
It does. Can we get the damage on that sword?
I just rolled it.
There's. You run friends through.
Yeah. Do the other werewolves bow to Ash as their new alpha?
Nope.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah. It was worth asking.
I assume a 10 doesn't hit a normal wolf, does it?
No.
Nah, okay.
Anything else, Ash?
No, that's me.
All right. and
So I should have asked
dead.
this on my turn, but do I technically have flanking with that child on the other side of this?
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
Rules is written, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
assuming the child survives to my next turn.
Strahd seems to just be sort of watching the melee with interest and kind of is not lazily, but is just kind of slowly strolling, kind of
Lackadaisically.
watching the fight as it kind of evolves here, but doesn't do anything. The wolves continue to battle. This one moves the fuck out of the way of flanking.
Did my turn get skipped?
Apparently.
Oh yeah, you're not even on the
You're
turn
not
order
on the
anymore.
turn order.
Ah,
Neat.
odd that.
Interesting. Yeah, let's get you back on there.
I know I was dead for a while. But,
You're so dead that you're
Think I'm
still
alive
dead.
now.
You've been eliminated.
What
from
he does
initiative
not change.
forever.
So
Of course
not.
not.
Here. But that will give you an action before the werewolf's attack. So
much obliged. Fuckity fuck. Let me see here. Do I have anything that could help me? It's not.
sorry, I gotta move this guy back.
No, that's fine. Okay. I am going to. Let's see. Okay, that guy's still in melee range with me, unfortunately. So, I am going to. Fuck. And Strahd's horse isn't doing anything, right?
Nope, it's just fiery and bright over in the corner there.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Okay, well, I don't particularly like the fact that as much as the wolf next to me is worrisome, more worrisome is the wolf alone with the 3 unarmed children. So Harmony is going to
Yeah, I'm
direct
up there.
a... Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, you are right there. Well, that's good. Then, that being said, Harmony is going to direct a Dissonant Whispers at this wolf right here.
Okay.
So this should hopefully roll with everything, including the damage. Big money, no whammy. Yeah. Just make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Fails.
Great. That it has to use its reaction to move
away.
away from me, and that provokes attacks of opportunity from anyone adjacent to it, which I believe is Doc,
Sup.
Sunny, and that's
Advantage
it.
on it 'cause I'm
Unless
flanking with the child.
Do you intend to stop it from moving with your hit or no?
Do I have a choice in it with Sentinel?
Let's read the description here.
Yeah, no, because that seems...
it does take 7 psychic damage, though.
Go. Already got that part.
Okay.
Just trying to see if it's going to get stopped or if you can let it pass or if you want to let it pass.
Right. I mean, I probably would let it pass just to be away from...
Funny, the real MVP.
When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, this creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
Yeah,
So-
okay. But it would then invoke disadvantage
But
against
could
the
you
child,
choose at
least.
which point you take the attack of opportunity? Like it provokes multiple
I mean, if it's
times.
running straight away, I assume it's moving
I
diagonally.
mean, it provokes when it leaves his space.
Right.
So
I'll let it go.
Sunny.
I threw it up
Yep.
there.
Okay. It begins to run past Strahd, who takes a reaction.
Yep.
Interesting.
What am I bringing home? Sorry, I get Nicole's texts
Oh,
through her computer.
cookies.
Neat.
He grabs the werewolf and throws it off the cliff.
I mean,
Nice.
anyone that retreats, I guess, and that's... Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't try and pull back onto the stairway for like bottleneck, because he might have taken that the wrong way and started hucking kids off the side.
Alright. And as said, he other than that just continues to kind of watch this fight as it's happening. And the wolves continue their attack. Mina, you take a slash. You take a bite for 9, and no Constitution save required.
I wonder why. Okay.
Double, I can't.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then this one attacks Doc.
Don't worry, guys. I still have some
Doc,
third
you are
level spells.
fine. Ash, you are attacked. Many times.
Come on, 19 armor class.
You can hope, right? You take a slash for 7.
Ouch.
You take another slash for 8.
Ouch.
And you take a bite for 3. No save
God
required.
damn it.
Yikes.
And Sunny.
Okay, Sonny is gonna bite the guy between him and Doc.
Cool.
Why not? Why not? And chomps. Not with disadvantage. There we go. Yeah.
God damn, Sonny.
Yeah,
He's on a roll.
Alright. It does not pull him down, but solid bite.
That's it.
And Doc.
So anyway, I started punching. Well, continued punching. I don't think I ever really stopped here. Holy shit.
Rare.
Instant death?
I feel like it should be, right?
I don't
Like,
feel like that.
That's what it would have been
I mean,
in
yeah,
first
that was
edition.
on Strahd, right?
Right, we
you
gotta-
smash the thing hard in the face,
Yeah.
and you definitely feel some bones break under that punch.
but it's still alive.
Still alive.
Fuck. Well,
Okay.
Your second punch kills it.
there we go. I was to say, I do a lot of instances of small damage. I'm not going to roll any of your 34s or whatever the fuck
Whittling
you
away.
got earlier.
Yeah, it's just because of the fucking sharpshooter.
It's true. And then Mina, you good?
I think I can.
I mean, I can't really get involved there,
I
but
think I can kind of
okay.
handle this.
In that case, I'm going to kind of fill in the gap here and start,
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Winley.
I'll poison spray at that same one. So DC 16 con save, please.
Is it poison or disease?
It does not seem to have any effect.
Okay. And then I will shoot it with an archer arrow as well.
Solid hit.
6 radiant damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Mina.
Alright, sharpshooter to the face. The guy next to me, silver bolt.
Just like the mental image of just point blanking a werewolf over and over again with the crossbow.
Come on. Okay, 15.
That is a hit.
That's a hit on these guys. Okay, and then second sharpshooter.
God damn.
Yeah, wow. Just bucket. No, it's
Nope,
probably
not
a
that
10.
one.
Missed
This is
that
gonna
one.
be a miss. Alright, well, 20 damage is not bad for
I
a
was
turn.
gonna say.
Is Sunny adjacent to... I can't see anybody
No,
around.
not really.
Okay,
No.
well,
You can move
that's-
him over here.
just for his coordinated strike.
Oh, right, yeah.
Then that's Mina.
Alright, Ash.
Alright, I'm going to have my spiritual weapon attack the wolf right next to it.
Okay.
The normal wolf. And then I'm going to heal myself. So, let's go back to core. Where's the spiritual weapon? There it is.
No, I'm going to regret saying this, but man, this is going a lot better than I was expecting.
That's a hit.
Damn it, please.
And you kill it.
Alright, and then I'm going to pop a cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Harmony.
Harmony still in melee range, unfortunately. Mina, you good over there?
I'm good.
I mean, she's gotten that question a few times and keeps going, no, I'm good. I got it.
Okay.
I mean, he keeps like whittling away at me for like 9 or 10 damage.
She
but
keeps having intrusive thoughts of, like, bones and, the moon.
Okay.
Right.
Harmony would
That
like
also.
to tell the wolf nearest. Is that just a regular wolf or a werewolf?
I think we're out of
The one
regular
in-
wolves.
There are just werewolves.
Great. Okay. Well, she's gonna tell that werewolf to fuck off and cast vicious mockery.
It does not fuck off.
Damn it.
Alas.
Okay, then
You tried your best.
I did try my best. Then, as a bonus action, let's see, Doc's close by. She will call out to Doc and say, "Hey, Doc, could you get this werewolf to fuck off?" And give her bardic inspiration. So take a bardic inspiration.
It's a D6 right now, correct? Or are
I
we up to
believe
D8 yet?
so. Let me post. I think. Let me double check. It is a D8 now.
Neat.
And once again, if you use it and don't succeed on whatever you're trying to do with it, you
Yep.
keep it for 10 minutes at least. So, not going to provoke any attacks of opportunity, so that's it for Harmony. She's hunkering down.
Okay. Strahd sort of continues to watch the engagement. It's not quite amusement that's on his face so much as kind of analytically considering what you're doing. And then the werewolves continue to press their
I
attack.
feel like he's sacrificing his werewolves on the altar of operational intelligence
I
here.
agree.
And this is on you, Ash. Your armor protects you this time. And then on Mina, you are also protected. Nice. Sunny.
Sunny will looking around. So there's the 2 over here.
I'm planning on filling in this gap if it can be helped.
Which one?
The
Oh,
one
right
south
there,
of
I
Ash.
see it. Okay, well then Sunny will jog over to help out Mina.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, he can make it around over here. And bite on that motherfucker right there. With advantage. Oof.
Nope.
Well,
Had to come back around eventually.
yeah, he's
didn't
had
it?
a good run so far. And that's it for Sunny.
All right, Doc.
Okay. And as previously stated, attacking the south werewolf first. 18 hits.
Hits.
North werewolf attack. Also hits.
You good boy.
All right, 2 solid strikes.
Yep.
Anything else, Doc?
That'll be it.
All right, Woodley.
Let's try this again. Some more poison.
Now, if you
spray.
want to disengage, they'll get disadvantage on the
DC 16
on
con
you,
save from the
Harmony,
north one, please.
if you're so inclined.
Fails this time.
17 poison
I suspect you're not
damage.
listening.
Lets out a howl of pain.
And
He's
then
so-
Yeah.
archer attack.
I got you.
Okay.
Oh.
They have disadvantage. I'll consider
Just
it.
isn't going to register.
Sorry, I was reading.
It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's
All right. And
Far
anything
can I
else
make
from
this go before you?
No, that's it.
Yep.
You know.
All right. Unsurprisingly, gonna unload 2 more.
2 more
silver
dump
bolts
shots
into
on
this
the-
guy. Yep. We'll start with a nice sharpshooter, and that's gonna be not a great shot. But yeah, their AC is pretty low. I'm gonna stick with a sharpshooter. Another silver bolt. There we go. 16.
You kill it.
Neat.
And no coordinated strike, sadly, then for Sunny, unless those kids are looking angry.
Nope.
But no, all right, yeah.
Even if they're looking angry,
No, Sunny, no. Sunny, no. So yeah, that's
approaches Sunny with malicious intent.
it. Yeah.
And once more for the road.
Okay. Two solid smacks. Still standing, but looking pretty jacked up. If werewolves could look afraid, you'd say it probably looks afraid.
Well, it's about to look dead.
Anything else with Doc?
Nope.
Winley.
We're just going to continue on.
Take it down.
Let's see how it does. It does well.
Okay.
Nope. Lycanthropy is really good against
I'll
poison.
shoot at it then.
Makes a certain
Okay,
amount of
that's
sense,
it.
I guess.
9 radiant damage.
And you kill
You're right. It's a...
Huzzah!
Suck it,
So, are we still in initiative order?
We're gonna say kind of pause to initiative, but we're not gonna drop it.
Cool.
All right. The last werewolf falls, and the children kind of give a a timid like yay. It's not quite a chorus of excited children, but they don't seem displeased to see that the wolves are dead.
I'm
Sobbing
motioning the
happily.
kids to come in and get behind me.
Yep. Classic Ash.
I mean, there are still a few werewolves on the main level, if memory serves. So we should...
All the
They
ones
weren't up
by
here.
the-
Like they
I
weren't.
know, I know.
Well, I guess we didn't see
One's
beyond
by the
that.
front
I don't want
door.
them.
But
Can I
Bianca was
ask-
the one that was beating up the...
Was Strahd's tracking of Harmony as she moved and like distaste therein like obvious? Could she tell?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like that's stretching the
When-
limits of
when
retreat rule.
when Strahd, I know we're so I can't act, right? We're still in initiative order.
We're going to pause to initiative. We're not dropping it here.
Okay. Well, as a free action, kind of clocking, that the last werewolf has fallen, that the kids are safe-ish, that Strahd was like watching her disapprovingly as she moved across the battlefield. Harmony will kind of like level her gaze at him and say, "I am not your plaything, Zarovich."
He'll kind of smile back at Harmony. Aren't you? Come here. Make a wisdom save.
Okay. Well, this will go great. Just as I thought.
Can I give you my inspiration die to roll advantage on
I
that?
have no idea.
Is that a thing that's allowed? Or
Can you just randomly give people inspiration?
no, I say I have an inspiration die.
No, it's yours.
Okay, fine.
But
Well-
you can give your inspiration away.
I'm willing to rule check that.
Post
can-
saving throw roll? I doubt it.
I don't know about post, but you can give your inspiration to other players.
I know you can do that.
No. Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player for it. So you can give your inspiration to them for that act.
Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha.
Oh,
So I can
I've
pass it
already
on to
read
someone. Okay.
You can't just give it
Maybe
away at
something
will. You need to essentially
Okay.
give it.
I
give it
always
as a reward.
misunderstood that rule then.
Yeah, me too.
So Harmony, and whether you all want to respond on initiative or not, but Harmony is being compelled to come over to Strahd.
Winley is gonna run over. Well, she's
Oh,
not
crap.
gonna get there before Harmony gets to Strahd, so head in that direction to try to grab
I would say-
Harmony.
Where is Harmony?
I mean, Ash is
Oh,
literally
yeah.
in that path there,
Oh,
so I think if
yeah.
anyone's doing
I'm
anything,
gonna
it's
try and
Ash.
intercept then.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the back to initiative here. So Mina, you have it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Um,
start a fight with Strahd.
I mean,
no, I mean it
he's
wasn't
being an asshole.
a great call, but okay, I'm gonna I guess step up there. I'm not gonna shoot at Strahd. So
Good way to die, I feel like.
And so the party resurrected Harmony, and she died the same.
like
session she
so
was
what is
resurrected.
what is happening with Harmony? Like so
She's getting compelled to go to Strahd, I think. Was
Harmony essentially made a comment about not being his plaything, and he just said, "Aren't you?" and essentially
yeah,
told
yeah,
her to
yeah,
come over.
okay. Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna hold my action to see what Ash does. So I'll ready an action to attack Strahd if my party members attack Strahd.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, Ash.
Okay, I'm gonna make a beeline towards Harmony,
stiff arm.
and
Stiff arm
I'm
guard.
just gonna tackle her, I guess, hold her, stop her,
You can make an attempt to grapple.
grapple. Is that just a strength? Up and up?
Just do not deal with this rule enough. So.
Athletics opposed by athletics or acrobatics.
Yep. So both of you can make an athletics check.
Well, that -3 is actually mildly helpful in this scenario now.
Unless I roll a 5.
I mean, yes, then there's that.
Ooh.
Ties
Tied.
broken.
Let's see here.
I mean, I would assume the modifier.
Can you use Cosmic Omens still?
I'm just
Or is that?
It says when a creature is about to make a roll.
a tie results in the
I think
status
that's what we
quo,
did.
so not grappled.
Okay.
Bummer. Well, that's me.
Okay. Harmony.
Yeah, when a creature is about to
you
make
regard
a roll.
Strahd as friendly and will obey his instructions. So
Okay.
you can walk over to Strahd.
Go hither.
Right.
God damn it, we just rezzed.
And that's it. Strahd kind of is looking at Harmony pleasantly as Harmony kind of pushes Ash off and walks over and kind of continues to regard her with a smile as she comes up. Let me explain something to you, Harmony. Everyone here is my plaything, and with that, he is attacking you. God damn it! What is your
Attacking
AC?
Harmony? Yeah.
He backhands you for 16.
Okay. So I'm not charmed anymore.
You are not charmed anymore.
Yay!
And kind of having done that, he'll look at the rest of you. You've won your prize, your precious children. But I should give you great warning. Should you ever disrespect me in front of my subjects again, I will not spare you.
Well, they're...
We're happy to kill
Nope.
more of your subjects.
Stop talking shit to the 100-year multiple.
Of course, Lord Zarovich, thank you for being willing to partake in our in this wonderful event this evening.
Thank you for assisting in this cultural
Thank you for
exchange.
emceeing. Yeah.
He did say he was watching a cultural
That's
event.
true. That's true. Have a great evening. Is he like leaving?
Are we free to go?
Some of you still have initiative, so I'm going to give you your opportunity to do anything if you want to.
I am not going to shit talk
Sonny.
Sonny maybe growls like very, very softly, but is just kind of backing away.
Okay, Doc.
I'm not going to talk shit to the thousands-year-old vampire.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Winley.
fall back in.
Winley will just say, understood, are we free to go?
Okay. Mia.
Yeah. Looking around to the others
Okay.
to follow with what the party's doing.
Okay. Ash.
Now that I see that Harmony's not being attacked anymore, I'm going to hold action. If I'm going to move up to here, and I'm going to hold action to heal Harmony if he tries to attack again.
Okay. Harmony. You come back to your senses, and you feel like your jaw just got dislocated.
On account of how it just got dislocated.
Definitely a hand sort of flies to there, and she kind of like... This is as close as she's ever been to Strahd. She spends a moment sort of just regarding him while waiting for... She doesn't want to, like, move and get backhanded again if he doesn't give the rest of the party permission to go. So she's just kind of, like, watching him, studying him, I guess would be the right phrase, now that she's close enough to him to try to like, kind of get more of a up-close and personal look at the guy.
Make a perception check.
Okay. I'm pretty good at those, but I also have a -3. Okay.
Still,
Worked out quite well.
Yeah.
This is literally as close as any of you have gotten to Strahd while conscious. I think the exception being Mina, but Mina was unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
He is, by all accounts, by all appearances, just a very powerful man, despite being attractive, otherworldly, and somewhat ghastly in his own right. Were this a living man, he holds himself every bit as much a king or a general might. And you can sort of sense, just from the blow and just from sort of the demeanor, that you did cross him on a level, which, of course, has led to you getting your jaw just dislocated. That said, he kind of looks coldly at Harmony for a long moment, and then takes a step back and turns to Mist, and the nightmare begins to gallop off the cliff in the direction of Castle Ravenloft.
Harmony kind of watches him go and kind of like is still like working her jaw and probably like wiping the blood off of it, and seems kind of lost in thought for a moment as she watches him leave.
I'm gonna collect the children.
Yeah. We do have to go back past the guards, and the Bianca is still presumably torturing the... What was it, hybrid or whatever downstairs?
Yeah.
So we're probably going to have to deal with that, but I assume that is a story for another time.
Indeed it is, for there we shall close for the eve.